Potion seller, I am going to the Underdark, and I require your strongest potions.
Hello, welcome to the show. Thank you for joining us. If you are choosing to spend the next couple of hours with us, we deeply appreciate it. We're just a bunch of nerds sitting around playing D&D. When last we left, you'll notice that our friend Phil is absent, but he will be rejoining us next week. And I believe that some D&D happened while you folks weren't watching because you didn't come to lunch for reasons passing understanding. And so hopefully the players will be able to recap their thought process and the decision they made that led them to the title of the episode that we have tonight. So what happened? What was the three jobs, and what was your thinking on why to pick which or not pick the other?
So we had the heraldic whatever group that wanted us to go find the thing signed by the prince saying that these other people were noble families. We had the one for the monk that was going to get us in with the guild that runs this area. Well, at least get them in with that guild, saying that they're going to be with them. Yeah. And then we had the one from the sketchy sexist undead dude.
The sexist undead dude.
Which obviously is the job we're going with.
He would prefer be referred to as traditional. He's firmly traditional.
Skexis.
Yes, that's I did it for a little bit. Skexy sexist. That's where Skexis comes from. You didn't know that.
No.
That's actually in the making of Dark Crystal. That's what Skexis stands for. Sketchy.
That's why they look that way.
Yeah, it is why they look that way. It explains everything. Yeah. So why did you pick that job?
He's going to pay us a lot, and he's got good connections that are going to help us establish ourselves here.
Also, because we're just so excited to go back to the Underdark.
Yeah, the world below.
Apparently. Well, you can call it the Underdark. I think that's a perfectly good colloquial term for what is otherwise an abstract concept.
I mean, we didn't spend enough time down there as a Solar Wind Panel and Alejandro and Darinka, so we just couldn't wait to go back.
Fuck it, back to the Underdark.
Back to go.
I don't know who any of those guys are, but last time I went to the Underdark, we came back with our own living squid ship.
Well, that was
the Underdark. That was the astral plane.
That was the astral, completely different place. As you will soon learn.
Potato, different potato.
So you guys want to take the Underdark job?
Yeah,
and we got to go and get the crown, right?
The crown.
Yeah. Okay.
So we gave you a list of provisions that we wanted. That I assume.
So how are you gonna? So yes, correct. You gave it. You gave that to me. How are you gonna get that to the Revenant?
You didn't give him to the Revenant.
We have the white card.
We got to call him. Yeah.
Gotta call him.
And how are you gonna use that?
Give it to
we have to give it to the concierge.
Okay. You give the white card to the concierge, and the concierge is like, "What is this?" And he takes it and looks and goes, "Oh, yes, I will."
Like, whose card is that? Out of curiosity.
It's a law firm. It's the card of a somewhat notorious local. You probably wouldn't call it notorious. An old and respected law firm.
So very smooth.
It's an old and respected law firm, and he names the name of it, and one of the names is Orfeo. And so it's somebody in Orfeo, attorneys at law. They might be called solicitors. I don't know what they would call these guys.
Objection.
Because it'll take a while because they're in the city proper and they're kind of far away. So it'll probably take a day to arrange a meeting with this guy.
Oh, okay.
Everything okay, Jerry? I just heard a.
Yeah.
Apparently not. Everything's okay, and there's no word from Mission Control. So yeah, you guys are free to hang out at the Pharaoh's Dream and Capital and eat well and enjoy the furnishings, or go look up stuff and explore things and
probably get items we need or something.
Well, that's what you're trying to do. That's what you're trying to arrange a meeting, and then so the next day, the Revenant will come to the Pharaoh's Dream.
Okay. And
he will, and you'll, one of your body servants will knock on the door and say, the person you requested to meet with is here. He's down in the restaurant.
We go down to the restaurant.
He's got a chest with him. He's got a couple of less together looking undead with him.
Like less together looking, as in like
More zombie-like.
dead.
Yeah, much more dead. Yeah, much more dead. Much more dead. They're all definitely dead. How much more dead can he be? None more dead.
Are they skeletons in the
Yeah, they're basically like decently dressed zombies.
but they're decently dressed.
Yeah.
Nice.
But there's like skin falling off. Not this guy. This guy, he's wearing sort of the lawyer that you're dealing with dresses in what we would consider a kind of generic business outfit, but that is grossly out of place in Capital. Nobody else dresses like this with like a double-breasted suit. It's all gray. He doesn't have a tie, but he does have like a silk shirt on underneath it, and so he would stand out even if he wasn't dead.
Sure.
And the chest is it's longer. It's about as long as this table, I would guess. Table by Rathskellers, by the way.
One Rathskeller.
It is one Rathskeller long. It is one Rathskell.
Wait, you said the
Rascal.
chest is as long as this table?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's only like the other dimensions are not as huge as this.
Okay.
So
Interesting.
he is sipping tea.
Is anybody else in the restaurant kind of just like, what the hell are these guys doing here?
No.
Okay.
No, although there's no one sitting in the tables near this guy.
Well, they probably smell.
Well, I mean, you're gonna go. You don't smell anything. They don't reek. It's not like you're walking into an abattoir or a mausoleum. Or
Smell like
anything.
mothballs or something.
I mean, you may remember that when this guy spoke, a moth did fly out of
Right.
it.
No mothballs.
It's not a bad idea, though. You should. If I were a better dungeon
Like,
master,
is it a mince?
if I were a better dungeon master, he would be snacking on mothballs. That would be
Mothballs.
the reason he'd be well preserved. But I am a mere mortal, and therefore I did not come up with that. But he sees you walk in and puts his tea down and sits back and waits for you to sit at the table.
Sit at the table.
Let's sit down.
Are all of you there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like freshly groomed. Got my horns shaved a bit.
Really? Is that a thing that judge has to do? Is like
the
file his horns down and make
grow, right?
Sure. Yes.
Like fingernails and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So
You don't
you
go
can file-
crazy. You don't
yeah.
go crazy.
And pierce my brain.
Yeah, there's probably a lot of tieflings that's happened to. Would you like to order?
What's with the box?
I received a request.
From who?
I received your request.
Oh, okay.
Of course, the things you asked for are far beyond the question. I thought it was a fantastic amusement on your part. Very well done.
He's talking about like the sword enchantment and stuff
Oh, okay.
Oh.
on the list.
Yeah, okay.
He's pushing it a little bit.
But I did bring some equipment that I believe will be of use to you.
Excellent. What you got?
Here he goes, like that. And these two...
So they like groan like they can't speak like him.
Correct.
They're like,
They don't-
like Billy from Hocus Pocus.
Yes, like that character from that thing I don't know anything about.
Okay.
Come on.
All right, I got it on Movies Anywhere. We can watch it. for Halloween.
It's
Yes, we have to.
anyway, yeah, and they open it up, and there's a couple of things in here. There's a sword.
Mm.
It's a great sword,
Ooh.
and they kind of like model it.
Just,
And it's old and thin, really nice, and it's made out of this a weird kind of purplish tinted gray metal, which, if you guys are familiar with exotic metals, you'll recognize as the star metal, which is kind of dwarven steel, also known as adamantine.
Oh, very nice.
You'll be needing this. Don't ask me why.
Okay. I was about to.
This is me asking you.
Yes.
Matt Colville.
Yes. Hello.
Is it magic?
I'm me. I'm
Is it
going to
magic?
respond to you. No,
it magic?
it doesn't appear to be magic. You don't notice that telltale. Well, actually, like
I'm
there
human.
is when he opens the chest, you do get that whiff of ozone that humans you wouldn't call it ozone. It would just be this metallic tinge to the air. The whole like hair standing on end, that happened as soon as you walked into the. So you are aware that you're, if you weren't already, you're aware that you're in the presence of undead. When he opens the box, you definitely get this smell of whether it's that thing that you associate with magic.
Magic. Cool.
But it's not the sword. When you look at the sword, if you inspect it, it's obviously not coming from the sword.
Well, so it's just okay.
And he said, "Don't ask what for."
Well, I mean, how many things are swords used for?
Cutting.
You're not wrong.
It's
He gestures to his undead servants, and they each produce from the chest. They each produce a scroll. So there are 2 scrolls. There are scrolls of water breathing.
All right.
cool.
Oh my god. Okay.
Going swimming.
Yeah.
And he produces a wand. And this is the source of the magic.
Oh, fun.
What manner of wand might this be?
It enchants your weapons.
What?
Tight.
The enchantment's temporary.
Oh, I see.
Still.
Yeah, it's a
Mostly
wand of magic weapon. It has 8 charges.
Okay.
So I believe you can look up magic weapon in the player's handbook. I believe it lasts an hour. And it turns your weapon into a +1 weapon.
Cool.
Very cool.
I think I have that spell. So figure out how it works.
Yeah.
And
Does it
he
do the
produces-
recharge thing, or
Hmm?
does it do the normal recharge thing? 12 hours, or-
It won't.
It won't? Okay.
It's
Yeah,
gonna have
okay.
it's 8 charges and it's done. He will tell you that. He says that he had his sages. They had this map ready, and now that you've accepted the job, actually, he's probably gonna have to drop a contract. I forgot. He draws up a contract. He's like, sign here.
Judge is going to read over the contract.
Okay.
Is there anything in there that looks a little questionable?
There's a lot of legalese in this. Make an insight check.
Judge is lawful.
Yeah, but you're not a lawyer.
Come on, man.
Can I also make an insight check?
You could have played a tiefling lawyer, but you decide you want to play an lawyer.
Can I make a check too? 'Cause I'm
Sure.
gonna-
Yeah, go ahead.
This is an insight, you said?
It's not great, but
4. I'm the second best at reading
There's
contracts.
words on it. I guess.
14.
It agrees to pay you. It agrees to pay the Chain of Acheron, and it lists your names. But then it also has a clause. It's kind of the same as the contract that the commander signed with Lady Serial. That says, like, even if we all die, then the chain is still obligated to do this.
Okay.
Who are we beholden to if, like, this dude eats it finally?
It's his firm.
He's already dead.
I know. I don't know how much more you can eat it.
We've been through the none more dead thing, I guess.
Yeah.
He brings you. Yeah, the contract just says the payment of 20,000 gold pieces upon return of the Crown of House. It says the Crown of House Valletta.
Crown of House.
How do you spell that?
It's spelled like it sounds. It's a V with a letter at the end. Valletta, I believe. I think you'll find everything is in order, he says.
If you say so.
So tell us more about this lake.
Judge is going to order food.
All right.
So's Boots.
They'll bring you breakfast.
Yum.
And a glass of breakfast wine, please.
And is there
Breakfast wine.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you like to see the breakfast wine menu?
Absolutely.
That's just I'll bring you a menu.
So I want orange juice with ice cubes. They have ice cubes.
With
did you provide a way?
I've
for
never
us
been to a place that had more than one breakfast wine. This is amazing.
We've got a wide selection. I beg your pardon?
Did you provide the way for us to?
Yeah, he has. Unfortunately, the map Matt Colville ordered has not arrived. So just when this goes live, we'll edit in it arriving.
Right.
And
Call everybody over on Friday.
yeah,
Where the
sit
same
around and
place.
pretend to be amazed by this. But yeah, I ordered a map actually so we'll see. But yeah, he provides a map that if you give this to your navigator, it should allow you to reach the I don't know if he calls them coordinates, but the coordinates in the Underdark. that you need
Well,
to-
the question I was going to ask was to talk to our guys that were leaving here. I want to
Okay.
get some sort of sending stone, a method to talk to them between planes while we're out.
that's on you.
How do we go about acquiring one of those?
Well, if you complete the job, you'll get access to other stuff. And he'll tell you that. He'll say that, upon completion of the job, you'll have access to some of our considerable resources and the opportunity for more work in the future. But for now, we didn't know that we're working with the right people.
I guess.
Fair enough. We'll get in, get out.
Yeah, quick in and out.
It's easy.
Yeah.
But I guess your worry, Lars, is once we're in, you still want to be able to communicate with.
I just want to communicate or be able to communicate with Two-Shoes, but it's fine. Kind of like how.
Don't you have sending? Doesn't sending let you talk?
Yeah.
between
Yeah,
dimensions?
third level spell slot.
It's rough, but you can do it.
Yeah, it's possible.
Do retainers get that spell?
I don't know if there's a retainer that gets sending. Probably
I
not.
don't think so. We tried to make those because they're so few spells that you get to
For
use.
combat stuff, probably.
Yeah, we tried to make
not always combat,
There
but
are a
stuff
couple
that's
that are-
really effective or sending is
But there's
very, very situational. But like stuff with Pass Without a Trace is really good quite often. So there's a character that has that.
I see.
But I mean, he would be given that sending is a third level spell. He's going to assume that he's hiring people that have access to it, and then if they don't, then he'd think he's talking to the wrong people.
Well, tell us more about the lake.
It's full of water, I believe.
Do you know if the crown, you said there was an island in the middle of the lake. Do you know if the crown is situated on the island or is it within?
We do not know.
Okay.
Any other details as to like the whereabouts of the crown?
Where the creature
Do you know who took it or like the circumstances by which it was lost?
It is our understanding that the crown is in the possession of a being referred to somewhat theatrically as the Lord of Madness.
Sounds like
Is the Lord of Madness the only one that occupies the island, or is there any?
You have me at somewhat of a disadvantage. I was born here, and I pride myself on having never left the city walls.
What's the name of the lake again?
It's the Sunless Sea. That's what he calls it. They may have other names.
Okay.
It's weird not having Phil here. Phil,
I know. I
miss you.
Yeah.
Phil will come back to us.
I feel a gap.
Yep.
Okay.
Very good, Tom. You're over there.
Yeah.
that's the symbol of there is a missing player.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah.
There you go.
It's me, Phil.
my new character's an adorable bird.
If there's anything else I can do for you, I'll be happy to provide access to any number of things once you return with the crown.
What about the? You want to do your potion seller bit?
Oh yeah. Do you know of any potion shops around here where we might acquire some very strong potions?
I mean, I don't know if Boots would ask that, because Boots knows you can't just walk into the stores and buy potions.
Okay.
That's the thing. That's the thing most people know. Like, this isn't
no potion.
This isn't
store.
3rd edition, man. You can't just walk around a city and expect to find magic shops. But there are, we've talked about before. There are places where you can buy magic. There are places where you can probably get very powerful magic, but they're all like exclusive clubs. They're not stores.
Right.
They look like from the inside, looks like a store, but you have to have a membership and they have guards and stuff like that. And
I think our
We need
hope.
to get memberships when we get back.
Yeah.
This is another Tom question.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like there's that much of a use for. You were saying that like potions aren't really very useful in combat, I think.
No, you can. Potions are good for bonus actions. So if you're hurting, yeah, they're definitely helpful.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because you can fight
He was saying
and
like
move
combat
and
healing is not.
yeah.
Like clerics aren't. The game is no longer designed so that you're constantly taking damage, and the cleric's job is to constantly heal you. Like,
Got it.
Yeah, it's kind of like an MMO. Out of combat, much better. But and if you burn higher level spell slots, it can be better. But yeah,
Is there any concern that upon our return that we might face some issues with House Alvaro or Navarro through customs and then the Navy having our ships searched and having them potentially confiscate this crown?
they would never dare.
Are you certain about that?
Yes.
As long as you're sure.
we can always show them the contract.
Yeah, I'm just thinking if this crown is of some importance, some, entrepreneurial fellow.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Ooh, that's another good question. Do you, by any chance, know if for any reason there would be other parties interested in also acquiring this crown? Oops. Just so that we know to look out for, let's say, interlopers.
If you read your contract, you'll see that there is a non-disclosure segment of it. If someone were to ask me if the Chain of Acheron were currently pursuing any work for us, including searching for the chain, the crown, I assure you I would tell them that I had no knowledge of such a thing.
And likewise, if you already have a group out there looking for this crown, you wouldn't divulge that information to us.
It would be deeply unprofessional. Of course not.
Very good.
But certainly, had we done so, and they succeeded, we would not be talking to you.
You know, that makes sense.
All right, well.
They bring you your breakfast wine.
Is it a mimosa?
Thank you. It's a rosé.
All right, well, this is what we're doing, so I signed the contract.
All right. This is what we're doing. Okay, well, this is what we're doing. So I signed the contract. Done. As soon as you're done signing it, he snatches it away from you, pulls it up, and puts it in his.
Well, where's my copy? We need 2 copies.
I'll have a copy made and sent over immediately.
Do you have cell phones? We need to get a picture.
Scan it. Get Adobe scan.
Yeah.
He didn't even make me write it in blood. What an idiot.
No, he's not a demon.
What are you looking at me for?
I don't know. No reason. So, yeah. All right. So you guys are on the hook to do this thing. Now what?
Yeah. All right.
Got our stuff.
Let's call the troops together.
Hang on.
Well, we got to get over to the
Wait a minute.
sheet.
Okay. Go ahead.
Is our food poisoned?
What? No.
He was checking to see if you're drunk.
I don't drink. So it's impossible.
I don't drink wine. Yeah. So now what?
We're going to go to the ship and we're going to call the chain together. Gather them up.
Okay. They assemble. You have no problems leaving the city and getting from the inside to the outside. It's only when you come back you have to show your papers. So you guys freely walk down from the Pharaoh's Dream.
Obviously, we wait for our contract to get delivered to us before we go do this.
Well,
we need our copy.
That's going to take like a day. So
Really?
yeah, I mean, actually, now that I think about it, no, because these are wealthy. These guys would probably use a carpet. So
Technically,
yeah,
we're
you
like,
can get it in a couple hours.
if we're under NDA as a result of this contract, like, does this mean that we also can't talk about the fact that we're on this thing? Is it like a two-way NDA?
What the clause says is that you can't say who you're working for.
Right.
You can say, "Hey, we're looking for this crap."
Right. Because
You can't say. First of all, the Crown. The only thing the contract says is that you're working for this legal firm. Doesn't say anything about any house. It doesn't say anything about any noble family. They're a proxy.
A proxy.
Yeah.
That's right.
Middlemen.
So, but
No
it doesn't.
offense.
But it explicitly says that forfeiture of all earnings upon disclosure of the company you're working for.
Got it. Okay.
You get nothing.
I'm also going to go upstairs and change back into my armor.
Okay.
I was wearing my fancy duds for breakfast.
You guys head out to the Somnium Tenebris. Who's on the boat? Who's guarding? Who's
It was two
Shoes has been running point, and then we have
crew.
the crew.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
So about
2 shoes salutes.
a dozen of
When you
the
return.
rank and file guys.
Yeah. Cook should have been back by this point with supplies and foodstuffs.
Yes.
In a couple days.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. Be like a little worried if she wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
I would be. Judge would not.
The crew are ready.
All right. Well, it's the whole chain.
Is it? Are you recalling like Ox and Angel and the
Is this
guys?
like
We're calling all. It's an all hands
Like, it's a
meeting.
company meeting.
Okay.
All hands.
Okay.
All 20.
Because we're going to tell them we're going to go on a mission,
Okay.
and we're going to tell them what we need them to do while we're gone.
Okay.
All right.
Then yes.
Okay.
So you're going to contact the other members of the chain who are in the city at the other hotel, at the other inn, and tell them to meet you at the
Somnium
on
Tenebris.
the ship.
Yeah.
And then you guys go to the ship, and now everybody's there.
Yeah.
And they're in anticipation of finding out what the hell's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we're getting the hell out of here. Maybe we're leaving Capital. Good, I hate this place.
They don't hate it. Come on, they love it.
Some of them like it. Some of them are like, I've never got to see it, man. I've been on this ship for the past 2 days.
Mm-hmm. So we got a high-paying job. Senior officers are going to go on a mission to the world below to retrieve a crown. We've decided.
You hear a couple of groans from the collected soldiers.
Everybody's not going.
Everybody's not going.
All of us aren't going.
All of us are
Everybody's not going. Is that the same as no one is going?
Yeah. I've decided on a new lieutenant. Name and work.
Myself.
Myself.
Me. It's me.
Boots knows Capital the best, and he can help us with setting up and getting jobs done here. Since he knows the city, knows the people.
Okay. Nice.
Oh, this is handy too.
Yes.
Oh, right. Yeah. Well, this was
That was a good one.
being the lieutenant. As a reminder, as a reaction to a senior officer rolling initiative, I may swap 2 officers' initiative results.
Once per, I guess once per battle.
For battle.
It doesn't have to
Once
say,
per battle. Yes, it actually does say that.
Yeah, but it doesn't necessarily need to because you only roll initiative once per battle. So anyway,
Yeah.
so there's like a
Yeah.
there is some clapping, but other than that, they're like, yeah, okay, good job.
While we're on this mission,
Undisciplined fucking. They aren't gonna do the fucking like
No.
chain like salute thing.
You got the wrong
It's an
company.
announcement of the new fucking lieutenant.
No, this is the
Boots
Chain of
will-
Acheron, man. This isn't like some kind of real military. These guys are mercenaries.
Boots takes out a sword and salutes.
Yeah, go Boots.
Thanks. Thanks, Copper.
Thanks, Copper. Cool. Yeah. Thanks, son.
Thanks, us. Go Dad. Go do it.
Um,
I
It's a
wish
skin
we had showed
okay?
off the art so we could talk about the
we
best
can do
piece
that.
of
We
fan
can
art.
do that. Is there?
Oh, we'll do it later.
That's after the break, right?
Yeah, it's after the break, but it's just so good.
It's pretty good. It's
really good.
It's pretty good. Yeah. The best part of this whole thing is the fan. I mean, the only reason we do this is for the fan art now, basically,
Pretty much.
because it's dope.
Yeah. While we're gone, Two Shoes is going to be on point in town, and the people staying here.
She salutes,
Well,
sir. You hear somebody go, yeah, of course.
It's me.
It's Judge. Judge is like, yeah, figures.
we're going to take Slim and the crew of the ship with us on this mission, and we're also going to take Leach. We're also going to take Leach.
Because Leach is your resident Underdark expert.
Yep.
All right, Resident Underdark.
A drow.
Oh, here he comes.
Out of the crowd of soldiers, a drow steps forward. Mind the camera. Thank you.
I'm minding.
Thank you.
I hope chat's being spammed with
Yeah.
lines.
Hello, Leach.
He's appears to have been interrupted in the middle of something, and he's up to his elbows in this thin pink looking blood that's also spattered all over him.
Good day in surgery.
Yes, I've been looking after my ship. Your ship, sirs.
What does Leach look like?
I am about 6'2" tall. I forget how much I weigh. 130 pounds. I'm quite skinny.
Yeah, I can tell.
I'm tall and skinny.
Yeah,
I'm a middle-aged drow,
sure.
about 300 years old.
Okay.
I have obsidian skin. I have silver hair.
Cool.
And I have
Typical.
very red eyes.
Nice.
You might say the colours of the chain.
Oh, nice. Look at that. Look at that.
I'm on brand.
You're on. That's why they recruited you. Like, get him.
I've got the colours on.
Yeah.
Please hire me.
Mascot.
You have a mini? Yeah. Where's your?
There's my mini.
Look at that.
He's-
Look at that little thing.
Oh, he's got a little thing.
It's just a little marker.
We're testing to see if he was magnetic. Cool.
There he is.
So, what is your ancestry? Is Drow? What is your class?
I'm a warlock.
And who is your patron? Or what is your patron?
Celestial.
Celestial patron.
Yes.
Celestial patron Warlock.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you are the chain's resident expert on the Underdark, so you will be joining them. You are not 6th level like the rest of the chain. You're only a junior officer, so we've made you a 5th level character.
Thank you.
So Leach is one level behind everybody to represent the fact that he's not as dope as the other guys.
Thanks.
While we're gone, focus on small jobs and recruiting. And Ox assist Two Shoes with the treasury while we're gone.
Ox is the Dragonborn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be happy to do that.
Do we want to get it exchanged?
Yeah, we're going to have Two Shoes exchange it and post up in the dream herself.
Really?
Okay.
We're getting all of our treasury exchanged into capital money?
Yeah, we're staying in the capital.
Save at least.
Why? What's the
Seems like, putting our money in somebody else's bank. I don't really trust it.
Well, it's not in the bank. It's you still have it. It's up to you guys. Are you saying deposit it in a bank, or are you saying just convert it to capital currency?
Convert it to capital currency.
Right. So you're gonna have a big chest of paper now, paper and coins instead of gold.
We can get it all in
Great.
nickels if you want.
Just like Monopoly money, just for capital.
It's not monopoly. It's real. It's real capital.
I'm saying if
currency.
we have to fly the coop, it's not like we can stop up at the bank and be like, by the way, let's just do this conversion real quick.
Well, it depends on where you go. There are lots of places. Almost every major city in Orden will either take capital currency or convert it into their local currency.
Okay.
Because it's kind of like the hardest currency, because capital is literally the only city in the world with a monetary policy.
Okay. So it's not quite Monopoly money.
No.
Okay.
Anyway,
Are any sirs hurt in any way? Need to
Nope.
go to surgery? Be looked after in any way?
You said your stomach was hurting, right?
You've been away for some time.
This is capital food.
I'm just making sure you're all fit and healthy before we go on an expedition to the... Where did we say?
World below.
The world below.
yeah. Do we know? Does he know where you're going?
Huh?
Does he know where?
We're going to the Sunless Sea.
The Sunless Sea.
Yeah. No, we dismiss the rest of the chain.
All right, they'll go back. They
Other
go
than
back. They go back to work.
the crew of the ship.
They
and
leave.
Slim.
They'll take off and they'll go. Except for the crew that you're taking with you.
Yeah.
They will all go to the stays. They'll all go to various inns and taverns and whatnot.
Do you know about the Sunless Sea?
Yes, sir. It's a sea that never ends.
Okay. I thought you were going to say it was a sea without a sun. But,
There are two things you need to know about the Sunless Sea.
There's
One, it is a sea. Two. Sorry.
There's certainly no sun.
all right.
You may see what some people call stars.
Interesting.
Stars.
What would other people call them?
Stars?
Okay.
Just in other languages, I guess.
Do you have any idea where the Lord of Madness is?
The Lord of Madness?
The Lord of Madness on the Sunless Sea.
He's on the Isle of Madness.
That's a good
I
name
guess
for it.
that's where we're going.
You want to go and see the Lord of Madness?
Well, he has something that we're after, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's our job.
Our job.
He's very powerful, sirs. Very powerful.
Is he a drow?
He's a great one.
Oh,
He's an old one.
An old one. Thank you.
a great old one.
Outcast.
He's pretty great, but he's
He's great and old.
Oh, great.
An outcast.
Well,
And he
we already...
lurks at the bottom of an inverted tower on the Isle of Madness, sirs. Very, very powerful.
Okay.
Well, we already killed one god, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem.
Of course, sirs.
It's a bit soon, Commander.
Hem.
Sirs, may I be dismissed to clean up somewhat? I've got some parts of my work still on my clothing.
I mean,
I suppose.
thinking-
How's the ship doing?
The ship is a living thing. I'm caring for it. I'm trying to find out how it lives, how it's fueled, how I can make it better. It's our ship, so I want to take care of it for us all.
How does Slim feel about how he's talking about the ship?
How does Slim feel about how Leach is talking about the ship?
Keeps saying mine, and then correcting himself.
Our.
I mean, he would raise an eyebrow at that, but He doesn't really. He knows that this guy's just a junior officer, so he's like, whatever.
He's caring for it.
I pat the side of the ship
It's a
and
lemon.
kind of stroke it.
It's I don't know if you were here for this, but it's like this rubbery, it's like a whale's skin.
Uh-huh.
But it's warm, so it's not
Right.
like, yeah.
Yeah, I just stroke it, just gently. So, sirs, can I be dismissed?
Actually, Slim, if you said my ship, you correct yourself. But he would be like, my ship?
Yes, sir. Of course.
Boots goes, the ship.
All right. Well, we give Slim the chart.
Yeah,
Map.
yeah, he'll take it to the
The navigator.
he'll take it to the navigator, and you guys will be underway.
Take some time.
All right.
So you guys disembark. The Somnium Tenebris leaves its berth, and the ship moves. You feel it shudder as it starts to. It has its own because it's a living creature. It has its own kind of propulsion. It doesn't need to use its sails. It's just really slow without them. It's kind of like the difference between impulse speed and like warp speed. So it basically turns around and starts swimming out to sea, and Slim connects to the navigator, reads the chart so the navigator can see through Slim's eyes, and begins the process of transferring between worlds.
Punch it, Slim.
Okay.
Slim gets into the pilot's. Oh, hey, wait a minute! You're the ship's surgeon, Matt.
I am. Ooh, I got something.
Is that handwritten?
It is, yeah. So I'm going to have to decipher this. Looks like it's in Hebrew.
So I said good luck.
You can read it. It's just he's got to wear glasses. That's all.
Is our printer finally out of ink?
No, I just wrote it down.
All right. Sweet.
See, he can read it. What?
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to tell everybody what it does?
Yeah.
So he has the title of ship's surgeon.
I am the ship's surgeon. I gain proficiency with medicine. Once per battle as a reaction, when an ally drops unconscious, you gain a free, I believe that says, movement. You must move towards the unconscious ally and end your movement adjacent to them. You may spend a hit die.
Yeah.
That's what it does.
Yeah.
I get a free movement to go next. Only when someone's unconscious is how I read that. And then
Pick 'em up.
while they're unconscious, I can pick them up. Or I have a spell called Healing Light, which is I don't have to use a spell slot for. I get remember now, 6d6 that I can use. I can use 3 at a time, max.
Sure.
Let's say if Judge was down, I could go.
But even with you can get them up without having to use any of those, because that lets them spend a hit die.
It lets the target.
I'm with you. Got it.
When you get to
So I could
somebody
just-
to grab them, you can use your surgeon skills in an abstract way, not explicitly detailed in your ability, to kind of patch them up and get them to consciousness and back in the fight.
Oh, sweet. And then I can move out of there after that.
Well, then
it's
you're
a
done.
free move.
That's a reaction. So it's not. So a reaction means, because obviously on your turn, these guys don't go unconscious.
Right.
They go unconscious on the bad guy's turns. So a bad guy does something,
I'm reacting
Judge
to
goes on, and Judge goes unconscious, and then it's not your turn, but you get to react to that.
Got it.
Then you run across and you go, get up, and they get up, and they get to spend a die, and then you're done. That's it. And then the bad guys keep going.
Right,
Now
I'm there.
your ally is now no longer unconscious.
Got it.
Can I
just
fix something
unhappy.
on your sheet?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
because-
the medicine thing.
Yeah,
Thank you.
because
Yeah.
I didn't know about
So
that.
because I instead of you doing it, I did it in the ability.
I think this one that's
It's like your eyes.
Yeah. I got these. These are the dice that Anna got me as a present.
Nice.
She does do nice things sometimes.
Rarely.
Yeah, right. That's the only nice thing.
She eventually got you those things.
Yeah, that was so weird. She asked us. I'm going to say credit. She asked me and a few others, "What your favourite colour? What's your favourite colour?" And I say red, and someone else says blue. Wes. And,
Wes says blue.
So we're sat there, and Anna goes, "Hey, I've got you the dice, everyone. Here you go." And she puts the dice out in front of me.
Very nice dice.
Lovely dice.
Yeah,
They're like
kind of a
I don't know if you
beautiful
see this. Is
wormwood
really
case, I
nice
think.
dice, nice case. And she puts them in front of me and they're blue. And Wes's are red. And I said, I like red, and Wesley likes blue. And Wes is like, oh, these are great. Thanks a lot, Anna. And I'm like, Anna, I said I like red. Why are you, is this like, why are you?
You literally said, Anna, these dice are very nice.
Yeah, but I wanted red ones. And she's like, oh, sorry, and swapped around.
My mistake.
So we got them in the end.
Anyway,
Yes.
they're super cool.
Someone had to say something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were very nice.
I'm glad you
They're
did.
lovely. Thank you.
So yeah, the Slim gets in the pilot's chair and leans back, and the tubes come out and start to interface with his brain, and you have that experience of the ship is sailing in its sea air coming in through the ports, and then the walls. First, the veins in the wall start to glow brighter and brighter. They're usually a fluorescent pink color until eventually the whole wall starts to glow and everything becomes white. This blinding white light. And then the light goes away and you're in another world. And the only thing you can tell is that it gets cold. Suddenly the temperature drops. It's about like 45 degrees. And you could sort of hear before the transition, you could hear waves, you could hear seagulls. Now you don't hear anything.
Let's go.
This is of course a perfectly comfortable temperature
Yes.
because this is the constant 45-degree temperature of all of the Underdark.
All right. I take my jacket off.
A little warm.
Sirs, we're here.
Yeah, I can tell. I'm freezing.
So, like, looking out from, like, on top of the ship deck,
Sure.
what do we see around us?
Yeah.
It's dark. So like if you were anywhere where sunlight was coming in before, most of the Somnium Tenebris is a windowless interior, but there are ports and windows. And if you go out, you see that it's going to take a while for your eyes to adjust unless you have dark vision, but it's very, very dark. You're on a flat, almost a glass-like sea. But once your eyes start to adjust, there is a glow coming from the water. And it is it takes a while, but you start to notice things. You start to notice little almost like floaters in your eye, these little objects darting in the water. They're mostly worms that fluoresce. There are fish that glow. If you look up, you see what appear to be green stars, but otherwise it's incredibly dark. It's like the sea at night. And it's you have this sensation, it's hard to describe, but the sound, there's very little sound, and any sounds you make they disappear. They just there's no echo, there's nothing. It feels like you're in a giant room as opposed to a world.
I have an imp with me, a familiar.
What is your imp's name?
What's my imp's name again? I forgot.
It's on the sheet.
It's OD.
It's OD?
Yes.
It's OD. ODIE.
Yeah,
ODIE. Yes.
OD. Does it?
And that man there made it last.
Does it have the face of a Cockney git? Is it a little? Is it a little version of the player?
He's very excited to be here. He's like leaping up and down. He tugs on me. He's tormenting me a bit. He's like a child that's like, Dad, we're here, kind of thing.
What languages does your imp speak?
Infernal and something else. I'll have to have a little peek at.
It's just common.
I can't find it now. I can't find it.
We talked about it last
I think it is. I think it's Infernal and Common. Yes.
Common.
Yeah.
So you hear the babbling imp crawling as it crawls all over you. It goes, we're back, and it says, they're gonna find you and get you.
I kind of try and shoo him off. I'm like trying to ignore
I
it.
haven't forgotten.
Don't worry about him. He's very excitable, sirs, to be home.
Judge is going to ask him in Infernal. Says, who's going to find him?
Oh, the mistress.
I don't understand.
I don't speak Infernal.
Yeah.
I feel terrible for our sound technology because I just abused it very badly. Yeah, so at this point, the ship can get around, but you're going to have to navigate it. And really, what is your...
I thought we had the map.
Yeah. So is it not
The map
taking us-
The map doesn't get you to the island. The map gets you between dimensions.
Okay.
Oh.
So we still have to find the island.
Yeah. The map is a map of the multiverse that specifically has a chart that gets you to. So the navigator
What
looks at
floor
the
we need to take the elevator to.
correct. And well, it does get you in the general area of the thing. So if you're like trying to get to New York City, it'll get you in the vicinity of like Manhattan,
Mhm.
but you could still be miles away. It's just 90% get us into the Underdark.
Has the ship been here before?
Has the Somnium Tenebris been here before?
Yeah, I'd assume.
I
Been
don't.
in these waters.
I am not sure if the Somnium Tenebris is smart enough to remember where it's been.
Well, what about Slim?
The
or
navigator has not been. No, Slim. I don't think Slim's ever been to the. I don't think Slim's ever not been in the astral sea.
Can your imp turn into something that can fly?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
believe so. Yes, he can. He
It goes
has
"Poink," and turns into a raven.
shape changer. The imp can use his action to polymorph into a beast form that resembles. It can be a rat, a raven, a spider. That's it.
The raven alights on your shoulder and goes, "Ah, he'll betray you." Ah.
He's in
Rabbit's
infernal.
beak.
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just grab its beak.
It starts hopping around your shoulder.
Odie, you will be punished.
I don't like being punished.
So maybe we could use Odie to scout around, perhaps?
Calling it Odie. So, yes,
No
no.
downside to this.
But maybe we could use Odie to scout around and like fly, and you could see through, and perhaps we could find out where we should be going from here.
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and make a thing? Actually, let me do it because I don't want you to know if you failed or succeeded. It will color your reaction to what is your survival skill modifier. Look at your skills on the right side of your character sheet.
Yes,
There's a list of them. It's
Survival.
It's under T for tracking.
It's not great.
No, it's under N for navigation.
Can I give him a
What?
D4 on that? Since
Why are you
I know what he's
confusing
trying to do.
Well, no, survival. I don't have them. It's 0.
You have no bonus to your survival.
No.
So
Would he
roll
be
a D4
using
with it.
would he be using his own, or would he be using Odie's wisdom modifier?
No, he's definitely using his. Yeah. I mean, he's the
He doesn't have them.
so Leach has never been here before. Leach is this is the universe that Leach is from, but Leach has never been down here. Don't be ridiculous. This is where the old ones live.
Right.
So he's just going to try to do his best to guess at what.
It's a lot of dice for a check.
Get
Give him
D4.
a plus 2.
Okay, I thought you were rolling 2d20s, and I was just like, disadvantage or what? Just want to make sure he's got as good a shot
Actually,
as
give
he
me
can.
Jerry. I'm warning you now. I'm going to use the camera. So
Okay, close your eyes. Don't look at the.
if we
Behind the screen?
if I put this here,
Yeah, don't look over there, because like you'll be able to see what the.
can you?
Well, whenever
Well,
he
he's gonna
updates
put
it.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Everybody close. Here,
Avert
wait,
their eyes.
We can't
Hang
look.
on, hang on. There we
Eyemuffs.
go. There we go.
I'm
There we go. Yeah, look at that.
I was gonna
Okay,
say
wait, I
earmuffs,
can
they
see it.
can't
I can see it, Jerry. There, look at that. Hey, it's basically
Don't
working.
look.
Okay. All right.
God help us.
Okay, now you can look now. Thank you, Jerry. A plus. That was a brief experiment with our cameras and me rolling behind the screen and letting you see what I roll. And if I had thought about it ahead of time, I would have had the camera ready when I rolled, but I was too excited. So perhaps next time. Anyway, so now the audience knows what you have rolled, and I know what you have rolled, but you do not. So definitely Leach is like, yep, I know where to go. 100%.
Is this anything like this? Isn't well, because back when we were on the Astral Sea,
Yeah.
The navigator had taught me how to navigate the Astral Sea. I don't know if this is similar enough where I might know be able to help somewhat navigating the seas. I know which way is north, but
Do you always know which way is north?
Mhm.
So do me a favor and make an insight check.
okay. Well, I know it's a 7.
7? Oh, he's definitely on the right
knows.
track.
Yeah, okay.
100%. 100%.
Got it.
Like everything you remember about navigating on the Astral Sea, he seems to be drawing exactly the same conclusion.
But regardless of his insight check, does he always know which direction north is?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you would know if we were going in a circle and like.
Oh, that's probably a
Yeah,
good point.
he's-
I would know
yeah,
if we're doing that.
You're definitely not
Yeah.
going in a circle.
Okay.
Again, you're not going in a circle this time.
Oh yeah. I just remembered.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't pull that twice on the same. That's ridiculous.
Sure wouldn't. All right, so we're off then.
Yep, you are. So you are traversing the Sunless, the aptly named Sunless Sea. It doesn't matter what time of day it is. Obviously, you're inside a giant cave. There is never any sun.
Is there any tasty bits for the Somnium Tenebris to be eating as we go?
Well, the Somnium Tenebris is not like it's not a filter feeder. It requires like dolphin-sized stuff or bigger. So far, no.
Good. Okay.
I fed her well before we left.
He's been procuring food for the ship and
Full tank.
seeing how it reacts to different foods.
Mm-hmm. What
Should have a
food
favorite?
makes her stronger?
Do you have a favorite?
She quite liked sharks.
It's true. True fact.
True fact.
Very crunchy.
Cargillagin.
Yeah.
Is there any food for the ship in this sea?
Well, yes, there is the same. No, there is food. There are living things here, but the Somnium Tenebris prefers to eat stuff. It's not a filter feeder.
Yeah.
It can't.
Too small thing.
It can't eat. It has to eat, it needs things that are like dolphin sized or bigger. And so far, there's none of that here.
This little purple.
Well,
I have this really strong
This is-
sense of deja vu, right?
Yeah.
I've got a question, Matt.
Yeah. Yes.
Is there any?
I'm just curious. Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
I wonder if when I was back at the ship looking after her, if I could have somehow got people to fish. So I've got a stock of food there because I worry about her, right? I want to make sure.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. Well, especially on the docks, there's you're right next to the fisheries, and you could just go have some. You don't have to do it yourself. You have the treasury. You could just have somebody go buy a whole bunch of. And the fishermen often come back with stuff in their nets that they can't sell, like sharks and stuff. Like that.
Which I would have.
It's like we weren't fishing for this, but when you dump it all, it's like, oh, great. And so you'll be like, I'll take that off your hands.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's say I would have stocked up some amount. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, sharks and
Little
dolphins.
snacks.
And stuff.
Sharks and dolphins are her favorites.
Also, she was on the astral sea for a couple days before she started showing any signs of,
Wear and tear.
Yeah.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, like
was
when the
just curious
when the
what
git
she,
took over, they didn't feed the ship at all.
Yeah, I was curious what she normally eats in her normal plane. Maybe I missed that. I was talking to Phil.
There are creatures native to the astral sea that she eats. Some quite large. They are huge. Then that would probably eat her.
Perfect.
Can this ship submerge?
No, the creature can, but then you would all drown.
Got it.
Interesting.
Well, we have
if
two
we didn't
scrolls.
have these scrolls
Yeah,
of
these two
water
scrolls.
breathing.
Well, yeah.
Haha.
It's only 2 scrolls though.
Yeah, true.
I thought I had water breathing, but I do not.
Right, but one spell of water breathing will, I think,
cast
water
on
breathe 8
multiple
people.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, you got water breathing scrolls.
Yeah.
Yes, we want to. They have 2 scrolls of water breathing.
Do we still have that staff of spell storing?
Who has that?
I do.
I think Lars.
The
or
command staff.
Commander.
The
Yeah.
ship. We need it.
Yeah, don't lose that. Otherwise, it's gonna be hard to. Actually, Slim. Now that Slim's the pilot, Slim can tell the ship to do stuff. But the command staff lets you do it without being telepathic. All right. So it takes about an hour of navigation on this silent sea, and Leach alerts you guys that you're getting close to your destination.
Oh, you did it.
We're almost here, sirs. The Isle of Madness awaits us.
You get this overwhelming sense that this is working. This is where you're supposed to be going. This is like, it was a good thing you brought Leach along. You're definitely about to arrive on the lair of this old one, whatever it is.
The Isle of Madness.
The Isle of Madness. Yeah.
Where the Lord of
This
Madness.
Yeah, that is definitely what is about to loom out of the darkness.
feels-
And indeed, coming out of the darkness before you are the shores of the pebbly, not sand, they're pebbles, rocks, the pebbly, rocky shore of an island. Why is Judge? Nothing.
Why are you stopping,
Nothing.
DM?
Nothing, no reason. I'm just noticing that you're playing around with your Asmodio phone.
This feels
And yeah, you see this island. It is pale. It's got architecture on it. There are what appear to be 7 towers. The island is relatively small. Like you could probably walk across it in about an hour. And
Wait, didn't you say that the tower that
inverted.
the Lord of Madness is in is inverted?
Yes.
What does that
Meaning,
look like?
meaning it goes down, right? It goes
Yeah, it's
down, submerged. I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a castle on top of it that comes out like this?
it's the city, the outpost that this island is a ruin, and part of the ruin is the inverted tower.
Okay.
So there's like more than one location on this island. One of these locations is the inverted tower, which does go down.
Oh, we are at the right place.
Well, it looks like that.
Yeah, we're definitely here, lads. Come on.
This was
We're all right.
a little too easy.
All right, so you said there was a couple of other towers as well?
There's 7 towers on the island. Yeah, there's no dock or anything. There's just and there are no waves. There's no tide. There's no surf. There's just water running up to a beach made out of sand and pebbles, and then rock and stone, and then these 7 alien-looking towers that look like they're almost maybe they could be huge stalagmites growing, but they're several stories tall. And
Do you want to use the tentacles to get off the ship onto land? Otherwise, we have to swim.
I could send my imp for a quick scout around. I think maybe.
Yeah, that might be a good idea.
I think I can. I don't know if unless he's got like a certain distance he can go. I'm not sure.
I don't think so. I think he's like there might be a range with your communication, but there's no range to his flight. He could just keep going.
He
just might not be able to communicate.
See a range. To
How does let's figure this out right now, because I don't know. I have read it, but I don't have it at the top of my brain.
Find familiar.
How do you communicate with your familiar? Because I believe you took the Pact of the Chain as your thingy, and I believe that allows you to like telepathically communicate with it.
Yeah.
It's
You said in a high-pitched voice.
No, you're right. Yeah.
it's the invocation. He took Pact of the Chain Master,
Invocation.
which he took Pact of the
Pact
Chain
of the
Master.
Chain Master. Yeah, the invocation, Pact of the Chain Master.
Yeah.
Again.
Oh no! While it's within 100 feet of me, I can communicate with it telepathically.
So yeah, you can
So
talk
over 100 feet, I can't communicate it, but he will still obey my order, whatever.
obey.
Okay.
No, he says familiars act independently of me, but it will always obey my commands. OD.
Does it say? Does it say obey in quotes?
No, it doesn't.
Oh, that's
It's a
unfortunate.
proper. It says obey capital letters and an exclamation.
There's not a footnote that bottom says obey.
And I think I can see through his eyes.
You can.
Oh, nice.
I think you can also talk through him.
He hates.
They can communicate together telepathically, but I don't think you can actually speak through.
No,
I
I
think the
can talk
normal,
with him.
I think he can talk with his voice.
But I think, yes, it would
I
be
think he
my
can, like, he
voice.
can
Oh,
speak,
yeah,
and the
you're
imp
right.
goes.
Right, he sounds like Leach then.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't like
he
it.
hates that. He hates it. Yeah.
But I think that might be 100 feet as well.
Everybody make a
Yeah,
wisdom save.
go fly around and
Should have
Oh god.
cast augury earlier.
Oh boy.
What do I get? What do I get on my wisdom? Anything extra?
I don't think so.
Oh boy.
sorry, wisdom save.
Correct.
Save?
Yeah. So you roll.
Save.
Yeah. Wait. I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Why are you looking at me like that's the thing that isn't in 5th edition? I was like, wait. A will save?
My
No, that's a different game.
first roll
Yes.
Yeah.
on this stream, and I rolled a 20.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
No joke. The first 2 rolls I made were 20s, and it wasn't like Phil's first roll of 20. I think we've
so.
seen a whole bunch of like. Anyway, mine was behind the
you
screen.
have to leave now.
Mine technically doesn't.
Oh, I'm off. See you later.
Yeah. Don't roll again. Retire now. A la my experience with you playing Mario Kart.
Ooh, there's no need.
Mario Kart definitely a game of skill, by the way.
Fuck off. Let's not bring that up.
I'm sorry. Congratulations. So, what you got a 20. You got a 20?
Yes.
Plus whatever your wisdom mod is. King?
19.
19.
Oh, wait.
Judge?
13. You did a +3 for saves.
Copper?
So you actually got
14.
23.
Oh, I got 23. Sorry.
23?
Yeah.
Yeah.
6.
Okay, so you and King both see this image of this island with 7 towers on it start to dissolve like it's melting, and there's another image behind it.
What do we see?
Yeah, what?
It's like a much smaller island, one you could probably walk across in a couple of minutes, and there's a giant, like it's as big as the Somnium Tenebris skull, maybe half as big as the Somnium Tenebris, embedded in the island. And it's got hair that appears to be long green strands that run out into the water. And it's just like it's the skull is that's got a hole where its nose is and a couple of cavernous eye sockets. It could be just a stone formation that's been made to look like a skull, or it could be a giant skull. And the strands of seaweed that make up its hair start to writhe and twist and reach out and grab the Somnium Tenebris, and it's going to be initiative.
You made me highlight that. Yes. Come
Actually,
on.
I wonder if we could use the actual ship model.
I got that.
Oh my
I mean,
God.
another one too.
Stand by.
This is the lowest I've ever rolled.
Since I can't see this, apparently, I'm just going to notice that everybody else is taking up arms.
Yeah. What's everyone else doing?
I let you know that there's strangers on the plane.
Strangers on the plane, Croker.
Strangers on the plane.
We don't need. I need.
So this is like there's an island. It's probably fake.
That was a fake
And
island.
then there's a real one.
You made
in
your
the middle.
save, right, Odie?
Yeah.
You know what this is.
Yes, I did. I got a 23 or something.
That is fitting, considering you are the only native.
Right. Some use here. Can't patch up dead people.
What is it? I say, what the fuck is that?
I mean, he might call this out before you get a chance to.
I don't know if I do know what that is, do I?
You do.
Did he give you like a sheet of things or something?
Yeah, I'm giving it to him right now.
Oh, I see.
Oh, cool.
Here it is, a sheet of many things. Here, I'll hand it to him.
Yeah, me too.
We could probably. I don't know if it would be any easier, but actually, I think that these things don't come out. Actually,
It says Rosa's Hill on it. That's cool. Yeah. I mean,
I've made this. By the way, I fucking built this thing. Pass that down to OD, please. It's amazing how much work I put into this model, considering I think we used it for about 5 minutes. I remember thinking that you guys were going to spend a lot of time on it.
Well, I mean, to be honest, I'm pretty disappointed that we went to a couple inns and you made me build that whole fucking inn.
Well, that's true.
Pull it out.
That's true. You haven't had a fight there yet. You haven't had a fight there.
What's going on there?
how's Hasnauer doing on the Somnium Tenebris model?
Oh, actually, we got a package today that we haven't opened. That I have a sneaking suspicion.
Like a little notches. Oh, maybe it's too.
Push this forward. No, never mind.
Is it because it's flipped
How
around?
did it? How did it?
Is it? Do you have it
There
on
you go.
backwards?
You got it.
No, it's
It was on, and now it's. You guys go ahead and put yourselves on the ship where you want to be. And so,
Yeah,
did
can
you
I
read
pick
Did you read that, Matt?
Yes, yeah, I did.
Let me
Yeah.
read something.
Are you going to call it out?
I will in a minute.
Soldier?
Put me on there somewhere.
I actually have
Do you have a preference?
I think I'll hang around with you.
Sure.
I'm just gonna go grab some more minutes. Stand by. I probably should. Could have had these ready. ahead of time.
I haven't got a mini for my imp.
Oh,
Would I
yeah.
go-
An imp mini?
If you've got one knocking around, yeah.
probably.
Cheers, my dears.
Well, you would probably be with me up in the, like, on the captain's deck, because you're the one who like knows the area,
Clearly, I know it like the back of my hand.
right?
Nothing's going wrong here.
So I think you would probably be up there.
Okay, yeah, you put me wherever.
Well, we're on the squid ship, not this, that.
Well, whatever the highest advantage
I guess we're just
point would
fighting
be.
here, but yeah. Well, okay.
Yeah.
I see.
So I'm next. Who am I next
That's
to?
what
Next
Copper
to
should do.
you.
You should be up here shooting people, Tom.
Yeah, I kind of think I would be up there, though. I kind of imagine I would be up here looking at
Schmuck, am I just next to you? It's just us two up there, right?
I don't know how to get
Can't
down
really
there.
see that well.
Yeah, Copper and Big Cat are up here as well.
But I'm stood next to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
You gonna put him up here, Tom?
Nah,
Come on. Why not? That big cat
I
fucking
don't know.
pounce on him?
I don't know how to get down.
Well, there's probably a ladder. The
Like
model
rope
is
or whatever.
Yeah.
Colville apologizes for the
Oh,
crudity of
sorry,
the
I wasn't
model.
trying
to look.
Time to prepare.
You've been looking.
Oh, you'll find out in a minute anyway.
I wonder if
Yeah,
I
I
put
guess so.
these on a box or something.
I'm just gonna move these and not alert people.
Don't
That
do
should be
that.
good.
It's not
Too late.
nice.
We're shaking it around. This
Taking
one's
a,
not gonna work.
taking a long
That's-
time to find his mini. Oh, there's a big sigh.
Does that look pretty good?
I mean, you can kind of see the deck of the ship there.
Yeah, it's nice and cool.
It's nice.
It is. It's nice.
It's terrible.
It's nice. Well,
I'm
yeah,
freezing
if
to
you're
death.
exothermic, it's awesome. If you're endothermic, you're miserable.
I guess from my spot, can I call out to everyone? Hey, there he is.
Hey, look at that.
Nice.
It's
Oh,
Just
dude.
like you.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Guess have a butcher's. I'll go and put it in there first. Back a bit. I think it needs to zoom in. Oh, there you go. You got it.
Yeah. Beauty.
Let's have a quick look. Oh, God, I can't stretch over. Getting too old. Yeah, that's him. What a git. Right? Now when your kids misbehave. You little git, come here. That's exactly him. That's a good mini, that.
Is he on the battlefield with you?
He
or-
just he's
yeah.
always
Right.
with me if
Okay.
I don't send him somewhere irritating me. Almost
Tormenting.
if
him.
he's not talking to me, he's pulling at me and just like a dad, we there yet kind of thing. But he torments me about my past.
You see out of the nasal cavity of the skull, you see running with unnatural speed, and they cross the water, running across the top of it as though they are not fully corporeal creatures. What appear to be a unit of ghostly drow.
Sirs, we seem to have encountered what one would describe as a memory eater. We may have been fooled on our way here. This could be somewhat of an uncomfortable encounter.
Is the ship able to back up out of the grasp of the tendrils?
It can try.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it
Slim's
should, right?
still here. Slim will it be in the and you can see that as the tentacles reach out, the Somnium Tenebris tries to get away, but it's not fast enough. The tentacles are, now that you get closer, there are a lot of them. There are hundreds of them, and they're made out of seaweed. They're just these incredibly long seaweed tentacles that wrap, and they get in everything. They get in the sails, and they actually insert themselves in through the cavities in the ship, and the rest of the crew are going to start hacking at these things, but you could spend hours hacking at them, and you would never get all of them.
Should I just read out what this is?
No,
That's it.
No, you
All
shouldn't
right.
read it out.
Done.
I could do that.
All right.
It's up to you to describe it in character based on your own memory of what I wrote and your interpretation of
It's
what it
sirs, this memory eater. It tricks us. It gets in our minds. It can see where we'd want to go. It knew we were looking for the Isle of Madness, and it takes that information and makes an illusion that we all believed, sirs.
wasn't just we all
Wasn't
believed
just me.
we all believed
My imp's like, it was you. It was you. I told you.
this is what happened when they put you in charge. Oh, I'll lead them to the Isle of Madness.
Shut up, OD. Sirs. And so, yes, it's tricked us. It's brought us here. Now we've seen its true form. And here we are, sirs.
Am I? I can use greatswords. Am I using the adamantium greatsword?
Yeah, if you want to.
Who should I ask to find that out?
I'm talking to King.
You're the only one.
Yeah, we probably should have done more research on that thing. Well, what do you know about adamantium? Weapon master.
It's like
Yes.
Oh, that's right. We need to revise your weapon master ability. I apologize. We haven't done that. Don't let me forget between now and next week. I'm just going through and auditing all of the titles I gave everybody to make them so they're more they have greater utility because some, like Anna's, I think we talked about this before on a stream, some, like Anna's, sort of require her to pay attention to what other people are doing. Like, oh, other people, because she's the weapon master, if you roll ones, they count as twos. But it's sort of, it's a bad ability if it requires you to constantly be paying attention to what everybody does.
Can I roll can I use like my historical knowledge of weapons and their materials to try and figure out what this benefits of the adamantium?
I mean, you're the weapon master. You know
Do I
what
just
adamantium
know?
does. Well, it's the star metal is it is a dwarven metal, and it's also used by the drow. That's one of the signs of them as a fallen elf race, is that they use this heretical metal that the elves would never use. And it's just super good metal, like better than steel, it's great at cutting through objects. So there are a whole bunch, for instance, Judge would know, oh man, it would have been great if we had these things when we were fighting the balance spring.
Oh, I see.
Da-
For like mechanical, clockwork kind of materials.
Anything like a lot of constructs.
Like inorganic.
A lot of
things.
constructs they take half damage from all of this stuff, unless you have magic weapons or adamantium weapons.
Okay.
see. So okay.
Got it.
Not ghosts.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
So, Leach, this memory eater, you say we've seen its true form. Is it
Yes, sir.
this tiny island itself?
No. These are the things now that are coming to kill us. I mean,
So you haven't seen the memory eater yet.
I haven't.
You have found its lair. These things attacking you. Who knows what the hell those things are?
So this is an Isle
okay.
magic?
So
Actually, make a history check. Yeah, 100%. You would know this.
History. I'll get a +1 on that.
So you're telling me that these things that I've
Oh, did you see that? It went on 20 and it cocked over to 2. Blimey. So 4.
4? Psh, you have no idea where.
No.
No idea what this is. No. No.
Oh boy.
Do you think they're just more illusions?
But did you say they were drow coming?
They are drow. In fact,
Ghostly drow.
I'm sorry. It's D&D. Make a. I want to remember something check. Insight check.
Yeah.
Insight.
Inside. I got no.
Actually,
Well-
I have. By the way, I have. Doesn't this have? Yes. Look at this. I stole Anna's DM screen.
You did. I was wondering. I was like, my books were all shifted, and I was like, that's not right.
I stole Anna's DM screen because I needed to use it as reference for a running the game video I'm working on. And I just decided to continue using it because this DM screen is
the
way
updated one.
better
Yeah.
than the last one. Like the last one had 2 whole panels of how to make an NPC. And I'm like, I would like to know what you can do in combat. And it's all here, including there's a list of skills on here. And I don't have to keep asking the players to see their character sheets to remember what the hell the skills can do. Anyway, yeah. So, so you already failed a history check,
Yeah,
correct? And
pretty
did
miserably.
I just ask you to make a insight check?
I think you said insight. Yeah.
Yeah. And what was the result of that?
I haven't done it yet.
Okay, well, please do.
20.
It's boom or bust. It's boom or bust with Leach. It's all or nothing. All or
You
nothing.
got a plus to that or no?
No.
No.
Just a straight
wisdom.
20.
Well, you don't need any pluses if you can roll a 20.
Right, that's right.
Yeah, you recognize these guys.
Oh.
Yeah, it's Sir Walor and the Company of the Silver Scorpion.
Are these, okay. Are these people I've wronged before?
They are of the faction that you were of, and they were kind of like the matriarchs. They were one of the matriarchs' kind of Delta Force teams. You don't know. They were lost within your memory.
Okay. What do you call him? Sir what?
Sir Walor, Uallor. These are the Company of the Silver Scorpion.
Silver School.
Yeah.
Of course, I guess the question now is that really who these people are, or is that just what they look like?
Are you afraid of them? Is that why?
Has your memory been eaten?
I know of these people, yes. I'd rather not talk too much
Okay,
about the past right now, sir.
Odie, what do you know about these guys?
I mean, Odie.
Odie, what do you know about these guys?
They're coming to kill you! Finally, revenge!
That means they're coming to kill you.
I flick him.
Nice master. This imp. it was a terrible idea.
Oh, no, it was good.
Giving me this imp to role play. Sorry. I have to tweet about
Get
this.
out of dragon.
All right. Well, while
I
these
think we have a break for that or something. You heard about that?
Oh,
all
what
these-
is it now?
A break for that?
A break for what?
For like tweeting?
Listen, I have to. It's in the moment. I have to. If it's how do I know it's happening if I'm not tweeting about
I'm
it?
trolling you.
also in this moment, while these things are running up towards us, I'm gonna get down onto the battle deck.
Get that. You're gonna get that mini painted.
What is?
Yes, soon.
It's a drow.
Did you? Oh.
It's a shadow. It's a shadow of your mini.
It's just really dark in here.
Actually, I have
it is.
friends.
Yeah.
I've had friends that would classically, when they get a mini, they'll buy 2 or 3 versions of it, and they'll have one of them, and they paint it like rock. So it's like, here's a petrified version.
Oh,
of it.
jeez.
And I'm like, that is cool.
What are the tentacles of the Somnium Tenebris? Are they also wrapped up in kind of struggling with like this stuff, or can they actually
the tentacles
be
are not.
used to like try and swipe at these tendrils?
No, the tentacles are not. The tentacles of the Somnium Tenebris are like its mouth mandible things. So they basically face in that direction. And so they'll just flail around sort of uselessly, right? Okay.
So you were talking earlier about how like all of these like seaweed like is like grasping around the ship and into like the windows and stuff like that. How far away right now are the like ghostly drow? Also, are they like see-through ghosts or are they just like silver for some reason?
They're like they're not see-through. They are not insubstantial. They are kind of glowing. They're like with an inner unholy light.
This is why they pay us the big bucks.
So you guys rolled initiative. Copper.
Oh, we did.
Oh, I forgot what I did now.
Yeah.
It's because it's been so long.
Yeah.
It's neat that we get to use the. Actually, yeah, I'm pretty sure I know what's in that box that's sitting on the counter.
I think I know too.
I wonder if we should take a break and open it and then come back and there'll be a different prop here. It's a little early to take a break.
It is.
But-
maybe after this battle, unless the battle's gonna take for the rest of the
Well,
night.
this battle's probably going to, I guarantee it's going to take more than 15 minutes. And it's 15 minutes. So we may take an early break. Let's take a break. Hey, everybody. We just rolled initiative.
I can't remember what I wrote.
Well, okay, give me your initiatives. Give me your initiatives.
I'll have to do it
We'll
again.
set it up
Yeah.
here.
8.
I don't even know.
I have pre-rolled the enemy's initiatives.
17.
Plus.
Oh, yes.
I'm sorry.
Oh, highlighted.
So, Copper, what's your initiative?
8.
8.
It's horrible. It's the lowest I've ever gotten.
Is it the lowest you've ever gotten? Judge.
8. What do you mean you feel good?
Copper's dex is almost certainly higher than Judge's.
Yeah.
Almost certainly.
King.
20.
20. Look at that. Yay. Boots.
20.
I don't know. The
What?
guy with the
What's
boots.
all these
Boots
doubles?
is almost certainly higher.
Where's yours?
Odie. I'm sorry, not
that's the
OD.
imp.
That's the imp.
Don't
I'm going to slap somebody. It might be me because it was my idea. Do we need a new one of these? It's not slim.
Unbelievably, I got a 20 as well.
What?
17 plus 3, yeah.
It's not- I do
Unbelievably.
believe it.
Well, it's 20, 20, 20s, right?
2020.
And 2 8s.
And two
There's
eights.
no.
I got it. Thank you.
I made a bunch of them.
Lars made me a bunch of these, which is really nice. So I'm going to guess that Leach's dex is higher than King's but lower than Boots.
16, I got.
So these creatures, these undead, there's 4 of them. There's a leader dude. This is Sir Ualor.
Right, who I know.
I mean, he's famous.
Oh, okay.
You don't know him like, oh hey,
Right.
but he's,
You know
he's
of him.
famous.
I follow you on Twitter.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. So this is
I get all, I know him. Hey, Giddy.
Is your autograph?
Oh, he's
he's
on
on the
already.
ship now.
Yeah, he was
Yep.
quick.
Oh boy.
Yeah, just
They're unnaturally fast.
yeah. They stream across the water and arrive.
like
1, 2.
Oh, he's right
Unfortunately,
next to me. Git.
No, he's next to me.
this is not.
have another one.
So these guys actually do look like this, by the way.
All right.
These are minis that look like the thing that they're representing, except for the dude with the hat, who unfortunately I ran out of.
No, he's my favorite.
I ran
Oh, I
out.
love that one. Dude with the hat.
I ran out. By the way, most of my undead minions, not those guys, but most of my skeletons and zombies are donated from my friend Jim Murphy, whose miniature collection is extensive and astonishing.
That might be the memory eater. Boots was thinking about a guy in a hat. And he just went, yeah, you can have a guy in a hat.
Yeah, here you go.
It's like the end of Ghostbusters.
So, I'm hoping, and like, it's not too late to ask this question to
sorry,
Leach, but Do you are these guys like whenever we figure out like these guys like they always have worked on this island, or is this like a new development since you last were with them?
I know of them, sir. They're
Oh, but you weren't with them. You're not that familiar.
No.
Okay.
I'd never be with them. They're a little grander than I was, sir.
I see.
Is our hair standing on end? Similar
Yes,
to,
100%. You
All right.
and Boots and Kings. As soon as these guys get within about 60 feet, you start to feel that telltale, like somebody just walked over your grave. Which, by the way, the memory eaters don't generate undead. They make illusions, and the illusions are just to trap you.
Mm-hmm.
So this phenomenon is adjacent to the memory eater, but not directly a cause of memory.
This is like those like little shrimps and fishies that hang out in the ocean, and one does one thing, the other does the other thing. It's like a symbiotic relationship.
I am going to give Anna inspiration
Yay!
because I never do, and I should. Here,
I've got a coin.
okay, use your coin, so you can hang on to that, and you get. This probably is not what inspiration's for, but I was just impressed with Anna's insight, and so yeah, you can spend that whenever you want to get advantage on a roll. It can be any roll.
Cool.
You've done it once in this campaign before. I still got my post-it.
Do you still have inspiration? Have you been hanging on to inspirations for
I just haven't
did it
had a good
expire?
time.
By the way, this is our 10th episode.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Whoa.
double digits.
We made it to
crazy.
10 episodes
Wow.
without me going mad or crazy,
let's-
or just throwing this table up, or any of my friends getting so angry at me. Why Phil not here? Inspiration. Yes. Maybe Phil's just disgusted with this whole thing. He's like, screw it. I don't want to
Come
play.
out.
Where is Phil? Is he watching? Hey, Phil, we miss you.
He's on holiday somewhere.
Good for him. He deserves a holiday. So yeah, thanks for watching. We're going to go, now that we've set up the battle and we have initiative set up, we're going to take a 10 or 15 minute break and going to go open a box and maybe video it if we are coordinated, and then can come back and there may be a newer, different prop. We'll see. Who knows? I don't know. I literally don't know what's in the box. It's a box, but I have an idea. So I'm going to press the start break button and we're going to start break. After these messages, we'll be right back. We're back. Thank you for sticking around and putting up with us. We had a kind of last minute switcheroo that we wanted to do, which you'll get to see in a minute. And I think if we have the tactical cameras set up correctly, you can see the crazy, amazing model of the Somnium Tenebris that Alex Pittman, aka Craft of the Sky, SKYE, on Etsy, Instagram, and Facebook made for us. One of the mast broke in shipping, and we weren't able to get it reattached, but that's not a problem. If you're anybody who makes minis or who paints minis or assembles them, you learn over time that stuff just breaks. If you use it, if you play with it, if you move it around, it's no big deal. Just glue it back together, touch it up. Nobody will be able to tell. So we're going to get some putty probably, and we're going to glue it together. But it is unbelievable.
This is next level.
Like it looks.
It's super cool.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty awesome.
It's a beautiful representation of my ship. Our ship.
We recorded ourselves opening this, so we'll upload that to the second YouTube channel so that you'll get to hear us squealing like tiny young people over it and reading out Alex's letter. Alex, thank you very much. It's the fact that people are inspired to create this stuff kind of blows me away. It makes me really happy. As I say all the time, Dungeons and Dragons it's almost like the ideal hobby, because whatever you're into, like you're a writer, you're an artist, I'm not an artist, but I like cartography. I like doing world building. I like to knit. I like to whatever. I want to paint minis. I want to make terrain. I want to make things. D&D needs that, and you get to express yourself and show off in ways you might not otherwise get to do. Also on our second channel, by the way, we just uploaded today, you can go watch, is the Dragon Assembly video that we shot quite a while ago. And it's with our friend Dave, who runs a company called Trenchworks. Trenchworks is in Utah, and they are our partners making all the Dragon minis for the Kickstarter. Something like 80,000 different pieces had to be made in order to create all the dragons that are currently sitting in warehouses waiting for the books to arrive so they can all ship together. And you can watch us it's our first maker video, and you can tell it's our first maker video. The next one will have better audio and better everything else. But it was a lot of fun to make. Dave is a super awesome guy, and you get to actually watch the process and a complete walkthrough from illustration all the way through to us. We physically make a dragon in this video. So please check that out. Also, if you were listening to the music in the intro or during the intermission, that was Jerry's Eurorack. Jerry has his own time writer Jerry has his own time writer that he has assembled, and that was his very first patch, and he was showing it off to me, and I was like, this is really cool. Like this is perfectly listenable when it comes to generative kind of quasi semi-random music. So good job, Jerry. I hope people got a kick out of that. And now, is there anything else? Oh, that's right. Hey, we get much like this unbelievable piece of 3D art that we got. We also get other fan art, which we are going to show off right now. We are incredibly lucky and honored to have people creating stuff for us. I'm still gobsmacked by it. Judge.
Yeah. 3D render.
It is 3D Judge.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, they said they're going to work on some of the other characters too. It was super exciting.
That is
I
cool.
really like the expression there. Like that's,
I also like the fact that he's got red tinted skin, but it's not. I love this.
That's
Like
cool.
this looks like a piece of art from the Fiend folio. If you go back and look at, which is where the Githyanki are from. So I think this is super cool. I know Phil loved it. He talked about it on Twitter.
At the Papyrus font.
At the sign of the Dreaming Pharaoh. That is awesome. As far as I'm concerned,
cool.
yeah, that is the sign.
Look
as
at
far
the
as I'm concerned.
stars and clouds and
Yeah, it is
everything.
now.
Yeah, that is the sign in front of the Dreaming Pharaoh. The Pharaoh's Dream. Somebody made a character sheet
Oh, that's cool.
and they used copper
Whoa.
as the art.
Yeah, so they made like
That's
a
great.
hunter-specific
Holy
thing,
crap.
a hunter-specific sheet, and they used Copper and Big Cat as the.
I love how
hunter and creature.
the
Got the monocle.
standard. I also
That's great.
this is cool.
Yeah. Oh, look at the tattoo.
Oh.
That's super cool.
My diary.
Why'd you take my diary?
Would you take my
Bro, why'd you take my diary, bro? Yeah,
I
that's
did
awesome. I
that.
love that. Chronicles of the Chain
This
of
one's
Acheron.
Oh, I
cool.
haven't
Yeah.
seen this one.
Yeah, this looks
Reminds me of
like
the gorillas.
this is something.
Yeah.
I think this is
Well,
something
that
is like,
is
hey, I
It's
do
so cool.
character sketches. Hit me up, and yeah, it's super cool. It
It's
looks like a
so
business
young.
card. I like it.
Mhm.
That's really cool.
There it is.
Baby Big Cat is the best part of that or the lollipop.
Yeah.
It's so good.
He's got his shopping bag as well.
Yeah.
Visit
Yeah.
Capital. He's
I
being a
wanna take my
tourist.
house
Yeah.
This
I
is
can't
the
tell if
best.
it's a baby big cat or if it's like a plushie.
Yeah.
Like,
This is Clement's
I like these
either.
clothes.
I like these.
Yeah,
Yeah, that is a great piece of art. Look at that thing.
that's so cool.
I think we saw a couple of outfitted slim
Yeah.
Mhm.
pictures, but that's
Mhm.
really nice. Look at this.
Wow.
Shoes.
Have we seen this before? This is amazing.
It's a
This
new
is like
one.
legit. Like I would expect to see this like in a real RPG that I bought.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's
No,
amazing.
Arcman's been
That's-
killing it.
Armor is amazing.
Background and everything.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, that's shoes. Yeah.
Hey.
So this was literally just drawn. That's why it took us. I was like, Jerry, I want to put this art. We just saw this for the first time live on this stream. Somebody created that art based on
Oh my god.
based on Leach, Matt O'Driscoll's character, and I'm like, we gotta put that in the thing. So
That's
I
cool.
apologize
I
for
love
the
it.
extended break, but now you got to see why.
Slim
Thank you
thighs
very
in that
much.
middle bit.
Thank you very much for all of the
Can we just
art
keep watching
you posted.
more?
Usually I just sit
Yeah,
here.
you just want to sit and watch. Cool. So
Commentate
yeah,
on
it's
it.
a blast. It's a lot of fun. Thank you for spending your time with us, and thanks for being creative and just making awesome stuff. It's super cool to see people. It's one of the things I think we all love about this hobby. So now you guys are all going to die.
Classic.
Okay, I think we're going to have to move the real Somnium Tenebris so that we can use the tactical Somnium Tenebris
Okay.
to actually play with. Can somebody? Nobody wants to touch it.
Everyone's scared.
They're
Just like
afraid. It's
shift
really
it.
light. It's not. It's like.
Can we just shift it over here? Or?
I can put it on one of the shelves. I think.
I think like I think the coolest part of this is that
Look at the teeth.
he explains
Yeah,
in
the
the letter that he basically just made this out of, like, he completely scratch built this out of just raw materials.
Yeah, it's like a
Yeah.
bunch of
Cat 5 cables.
Cat
and
5
stuff
cables
Like that.
and speaker wires.
Just
and stuff
stuff
like
that he had like lying around his garage. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Super cool.
So it
I'll
is.
just sit like this.
Let me write down so you guys we can refer them.
I just want to make sure that I think we said it's a give me, but I did cast Armor of Shadows on myself at the beginning of this day, which is
I did not know you did that, but
yeah. It's I can cast Mage Armor on myself at will without spell slots or material comp. Last 8 hours.
but it seems perfectly reasonable that you would do that.
Yeah, as the day begins, I think
You're going on an adventure.
I'm going to get my
It's like you're putting your armor on. That is your
armor of shadows.
I
Yeah,
do that with my blood pebble armor at the beginning of the day. I roll that.
Oh, right.
you have to put that on though, right?
No, they're just always on, but I get temporary hit points.
Does that say undead wanker?
No, you guys don't know what they are.
That's a walker.
Undead Walker, the Walker Wanker. You guys don't. Over here on my side, it says what they are, but you guys don't know what they are. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm very pleased to have you at the table, Mr. O'Driscoll. And one of the reasons I'm delighted is because when we were talking about making your character, like Matt has watched every episode. He watches all the change stuff, and so it was easy to communicate with him about the nature of the show and what we were doing. So let's see. Where is the commander? Oh, standing next to Judge.
I can't see a thing from here.
Ooh, yeah. Here, let me
So
move
this is
It's all right. Oh,
this is a corporeal creature,
can always stand.
right? It's got substance. It's just has this unholy glow about it. Yep. And it's going to try to hit you. And it does. The AC 24. And it does 6 points of damage. Boots. It swings. It's wearing a chain shield and shield, and it has a black metal longsword that it uses.
All right.
Who did that damage? You?
Yep.
Just, okay. Sorry, I missed it.
What is the guy with the hat? Does he look the same as the other guys?
He looks the same as the other two guys. Yeah.
Okay.
There's only two different kinds of guys. There's the boss, and you can kind of see him, and the other ones are all the same.
All right. I will attack the hatsman.
Okay, so let's
Do
see.
you have advantage? I don't know. There's no squares on that because I'm on the other side of him.
Yeah,
have advantage?
we have another ship that I could have used if I got my ship more together. That actually does have a grid on it. Does who have advantage?
Do
Yeah,
I have advantage
basically.
on the hat guy?
No, because I think it's like
Yeah, 5. Yeah.
if there were a grid, it would be like this,
Okay.
right? So if he were here, you would.
Okay.
And so this guy, I think, is here. There we go. We're trying to impose a grid. Hang on a
I
minute.
think it's like a maybe like a 30. Roughly.
Actually, you can get one of these. Actually,
All right.
let me get one of these. Stand by. So you're hitting Hat Guy. He is Undead Wanker number 3.
Okay.
Just remember Hat Guy.
Does a 14 hit?
Nope.
All right.
They're wearing chain and shield.
Does a natural 20 hit?
Yes, a natural 20 always hits.
Wonderful. All right. Does that double all of my weapon damage, or just like
You roll
base weapon
all
damage?
dice twice.
Roll all dice
Yep.
twice?
You don't double the numbers. So if you have a D8
Right.
plus 3, you roll 2D8, but only plus 3, not plus 6.
But for like
Including like
coup
sneak
de
attack
main,
die. Yep, including all that stuff. You roll all your dice twice.
I need some more dice.
Unless it says no, you don't.
I should have brought a bigger dice.
What do you need?
You're gonna need a bigger die.
More sixes, please.
How
I've got
many?
6s.
3.
Great.
It's gonna take me 20 minutes to add all this up.
Holy crap! What the funk? What are you doing?
Double
I double all my damage dice, right?
Yeah, what?
I mean, do you want to know? Do you want me to?
Roll and we'll talk about it.
708.
Yeah, now that you mention it, this does seem a bit excessive.
I smell a nerf coming.
Well, I didn't think that.
That's sneak attack. That's normal.
I know. Yeah, it's double the sneak attack dice.
All right, good lord. Oh, I rolled pretty well too.
calculator. Calculator.
I'm literally gonna bust out a calculator. I'm sorry. Sorry for all this. Sorry for all this damage that I did. Nobody except Matt.
Yeah. That's what I do.
46 damage.
Okay. Is that a magic weapon?
That is a mundane weapon.
Well, unfortunately, it does definitely do quite a lot of damage. But you sense that some of the chunks of flesh that are being ripped off because this thing is dead aren't actually slowing it down. So only some percentage of the damage you're doing is being effective. You said 46 damage?
46.
So that would be... got it.
And also, go ahead and make a strength save
Yeah.
with a DC 20.
What is this? What, are you just trying to knock him on his butt?
Yeah.
Okay. He failed.
That's a high.
Even though they're incredibly strong, I rolled incredibly badly. That guy goes on his butt.
Hitman.
He got incredibly smacked by
He stood back up.
Jesus.
Hey, look at that
Yeah,
spring.
how did he?
Just stay down, man. Good God, man.
It's mine.
Yeah.
It did look like he just went boop and just stood back
He
up.
was, yeah.
He really did that.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
It's the haunted D&D stream. That would be amazing.
That'd be something.
That was Boots. Correct. I'm sorry. It's Leach.
Leech.
Oh, I can't really see. Where am I? Can you point?
You are right here.
Is there anything near me?
There's a bad guy right there. Right next to
So you can't see. Actually, why don't we move the boat into the middle of the thing?
Okay.
So because right now it's quite convenient to where I'm sitting,
Right.
but it's very, very not convenient to at least 3 other people at the table. So let's kind of get it as much toward the middle as we can. And that way OD can see it.
All right. And then my imp is to my right, I see.
Yes.
Joke. Do I, looking at these guys, do they have any ranged weapons?
Do they have range? Yeah, they have bows.
Okay.
They have longbows.
That's got quite a range on it, right?
It does. It's yeah, longbows have quite a range. Yeah, so if you were to cast a spell that allowed you to,
Yeah,
they would.
Hey, Tom,
They
can you
might
make
still
the
be able to
battery
shoot you. Maybe.
All right.
Maybe.
I think this
52.
one's dead.
Totally. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any point in moving out of the way then. I'm just going to attack this guy.
I'm here with you too.
I'm going to attack this guy that's next to me.
Okay.
Who is that one? Is he just he's not the,
He's just
He's
a
not
wanker.
the boss.
he's just a
Alright,
wanker. He's not,
Yes.
okay.
We'll call that number 1.
Okay, wanker number 1. And I'm going to attack him with my agonizing blast. So it's like I get 2.
Yep, you can shoot him at 2 different people or 1 person.
I'm going to shoot them both at that person. So let's go for the first one first. So 15 plus 6 is 21.
Oh, you definitely hit.
And damage on that one was 5 plus another 3. 8.
Yeah, this definitely does. You notice that, like, unlike Boots, who's slicing and cutting chunks of flesh, and a lot of that doesn't do anything. Your bolt of divine energy, you see this blast of glowing golden, almost like golden napalm comes like spewing out of your fingertip.
Yeah, it's like that. Kind of
yeah.
like this. I
Yeah,
find.
and there's an arc of it that stretches. Well, it doesn't have to go very far.
No.
And it splashes against this creature and starts eating away at it like acid. And it appears to be fully effective.
Okay.
That was your first one. First
And
bolt
so-
of dose.
I'm going to fire another one at him. 11 plus 6 is 17. No.
11 plus 6 is 17. That hits.
And great. I rolled that is unfortunately a 1. So 4.
You guys can see that the minions, no, they're not minions, are AC 16. 4 damage.
Yeah.
Got it. That was Leech. It's King.
So I'm going to go ahead and cast Turn Undead. And this guy should be within 30 feet too. So the boss and these 2 guys make a DC, I believe 16, DC 15 Wisdom save. Or they are
DC
turned for 1
15
minute.
Wisdom save. Got it. And so which ones are doing it?
These 2 and that guy.
These got it.
So it's Wanker 2 and 3 and the boss.
Yes,
Yeah.
Wanker number
Boss
2.
wanker.
Boss Wanker makes it. Wanker number 2. What was the DC?
15.
Wanker number 2 does not make it. Wanker number 3 makes it with vigor. They seem as though what?
I thought it up.
Wanker number 3 is Hat Wanker, by the way.
Yeah, Hat
Okay.
Wanker. Gotcha.
They
They don't
seem
have disadvantage when they're down. That would make sense.
they seem
Axe.
as though the energy of your Higaran god seem, maybe it's weaker because you're not in the right dimension, or maybe these things are just possessed of an unholy might. But they don't seem to be as affected by your attempt to compel them to turn as you'd expect.
Okay.
Mm.
Well, Winker 2's got to run away.
Copper and Big Cat.
Okay. Let's move so I can see him. Okay, I'll attack that guy
Yeah.
with my normal bow and arrow. We should have enchanted our things.
You got a wand
think
of
we
enchant
were-
weapons.
Yeah, I don't think we were prepared to
Yeah, we didn't know.
fight
We were,
anything.
We were
So
bushwhacked.
we didn't know.
it only lasts for an hour, so we got to be a little tactical with it. But
Sure. 22 hits for
22 definitely hits.
8 damage.
This is the top deck Micro, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
We're definitely going to get a YouTube comment. I don't think this happens live in the Twitch stream. 100%. We're going to get a YouTube comment from somebody going, he's so unprofessional. Why does he call us undead wankers? That's ridiculous. It breaks my immersion. You should be serious.
Well, let's leave it to YouTube.
Well, they
I'll go
are
ahead
a
and
bunch
make
of
a comment.
wankers. They're attacking us.
27 for 9 damage.
AC 27.
Yeah.
This is the second
Second hit.
one. For 9 damage.
Yeah.
Got it.
And then
Oh, wait. These are regular everyday arrows, correct?
yeah, there's normal arrows. I'll move Big Cat as a reaction closer to that guy.
Got it.
And then I'll attack with Big Cat. Ooh, that doesn't look good. I forgot
The
what
displacer beast approaches the.
I forgot what the plus was. 11, I miss. Okay.
You do miss, correct. Big Cat gives it its best shot, but these things are very heavily armored and they are agile combatants, and they're able to use their sword and shield to defend themselves against Copper's tentacles.
Actually, I'll use my bonus action.
Okay,
I'll use Keen Eye on the boss.
got it. So go ahead and make a roll to see if you can figure out how he fights.
Do you have any pluses for that? I forgot. Oh, plus wisdom. What? Shoot.
It's 8 plus your die roll plus your stat mod.
Sorry, why am I blanking right now?
What are you looking up?
Oh, 8. Okay, right.
I'm
There
sorry.
it is.
You're just rolling a d20 and you're adding your
DC's 8.
your wisdom modifier and I think your proficiency modifier.
Got it. Yeah. Oh, 5. It's way off. Yeah. Probably.
It would have to be like a CR1 or 2 or 3 creature. 5 plus your what's your wisdom?
Just 1 plus 1.
So 5, 6, and you're
4.
proficient 6, 7, 8, 9. So yeah, it would have to be like a CR. It would have to be like a regular orc or something. So we probably should that's something that should work like once per battle.
Mhm.
So if you're having to roll, the fact that you have to roll means you can fail,
Yeah.
and that's going to be kind of frustrating. So we should probably revise it to make it more straightforward. No surprise. Is that the end of Copper? and Big
Oh,
Cat's
sorry.
turn?
Yeah, I'm done.
No, don't apologize. It was
I feel like, yeah.
Judge.
I think it was all the rope we haven't combated in a while. I was like, how do I? Anyways.
Are all the enemies within 30 feet of Judge?
I would say Judge is there. So
Seems
let's say because
'Cause he's,
Judge.
like, right in the
I'm
middle.
using this so let's imagine Judge is there. That'd be 5, 10.
this one's
yes.
feared.
5, 10, 15, 20. Wait, Judge is there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah.
So now that I'm level 6, I can use 3rd level spells, and like one of the 3rd level ogre spells. So I've never used this before, so
We're
I'm
gonna
gonna
discover it together.
ask for some clarification.
Put him on blast, Judge.
So I can use Interdict Ateritas, and I can place a seal on every enemy within 30 feet, and
Yeah.
this does not use any of your seals. Does that mean it doesn't use any of my spell slots? Except
Well,
for the
we're
one that I used
revising
for
it
this?
so your seals don't use spell slots.
Oh, you are?
Yes.
Cool.
Oh.
Yay!
Yeah, but and that's fine for now. You're going to be probably a little bit overpowered just for tonight, but because I also want to change. If we're making it so that Illrigger's placing a seal, you still only have a number of seals equal to your charisma. But if we're gonna make it so that they don't require you to burn a spell slot, then the number of spells you get per day is gonna go down. You're gonna become more like a warlock.
Okay.
Because you don't need that many spell slots anymore because you're not having to. I just wanted to make it so the Illrigger didn't have to choose. Do I want to cast a spell or put on a seal? No, you should be putting seals on, all the time. But this, because it's a spell, the resource it's burning is your spell slot.
Okay.
It's not burning your seals.
Cool. All right. So yeah.
That's the idea. We'll see what happens.
Okay. So yeah, I'm going to use up one of my 3rd level spell slots, and basically
A 3rd level spell should definitely it shouldn't eat up your seals because that's a very valuable resource for you right now.
cool. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cast that. That means that basically it just washes over from within. All the enemies now have a seal on their forehead.
That only Judge can see.
Only I can see. That's a bonus action, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a couple swings.
So they've now been damned by Asmodeus.
I was gonna say, how does that help? What does it do?
It's basically an Illrigger's way of cursing somebody,
Uh-huh.
and there are a lot of things a cursed creature has to deal with. It all
Okay.
depends on what Judge chooses to do.
Yeah, there's some basic stuff, and there's also some additional spells that I can use that will then impact all of those with seals on it.
And they all got it.
Right now, they each have a
right
seal.
now everybody does.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and attack the captain who's next to me with my greatsword. So, greatsword does...
Are you using... It doesn't matter. Never mind, go ahead.
The purple one.
Plus 8 to hit. The greatsword that has the adamantium blade, that's also a 2d6.
Hmm?
Okay.
It is in all other ways a regular greatsword. It's just made of adamantium.
Okay.
And it could be magical if you use your wand.
Does a 19 hit?
Yes.
Okay.
Once the players hit, I usually try to put their... They don't know how... They can see what armor they're wearing. And anybody can look at somebody and see what armor they're wearing, and that'll give you a vague idea of whether or not they're going to be hard to hit or easy to hit. And you can sort of tell when creatures are nimble or whatever, but you don't actually know the number until you hit, at which point I'm not going to make you guess, because you could the players could sit there and they could keep track. We hit with a 19. Oh, we missed with a 17. That means it's either 18 or 19. I don't want to make them do that. So once they've hit, that way they can look here and they don't have to ask me, and we can maybe speed things up.
I do a total of 24 damage. I hit him on the second attack as well. Rolled a 15.
This is the boss, and you did 24 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Thank you for rolling even numbers of damage, everybody. It's very useful.
So I can round up if I.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely this. This greatsword feels it's very nicely weighted. It's very expensively made. It's I would say comparable to your regular greatsword. Slim's, you haven't used Slim's greatsword. Slim's greatsword is weighted differently, but once again, you feel as though much like boots, you take a huge chunk out of one of these things, but it doesn't seem to slow it down as much as you'd expect.
Yep. And I think that's the end of my turn.
That's Judge. It's the bad guys. So the one who is up and next to Boots will attack Boots.
No, he won't. He rolled.
That's right. He will. He's frightened. Correct.
Yep.
Is not feared? He has disadvantage. Is he just frightened?
I
don't remember
So
how-
I'll read the whole thing to you. I don't know if they get to save on this one. As an action, all undead within 30 feet that can see and hear me must make a wisdom save. If the undead fails to save, it is turned for 1 minute or until it takes any damage. Turned. Move away. Never within 30 feet of me. No reactions, no actions other than dash.
Yeah, that's better than fear.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, because it only works on undead.
Sure, that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. So he will turn and he will run.
Oh, and I doubt they're lower than half CR. But if they
No.
are, he evaporated. But
No. There you go. Man, there used to be a whole turn undead table, and each different type of undead had a different, yeah, it was that's where that I destroy creatures below this level of the table. Anyway,
well, as I level up, I think it gets higher CR.
Oh, that'd be good.
yeah, he will run to the prow of the boat.
And he's crying.
Yeah, and yeah,
Ghost tears.
That was cool.
these are all. Remember, these guys all look like
Why'd I call me wanker?
What they call it?
That's just what they hear when I use turn undead. I just command wanker, and then
Yeah.
Power word wanker. Sorry, that's a relatively obscure D&D joke. All right, that's that guy. The other dude will stand up.
No.
Heavy. And he will attack Boots. You're the one that knocked him on his butt, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so the drow is also, these drow are also using what they look like rapiers.
I'm sorry, sir. Did my dancing offend you?
It howls at you in Undercommon. Do you speak Undercommon?
No.
Okay, thank God. I don't have to figure out what he said.
OD probably does.
AC 18.
Hits.
And he actually responds with fury. Your taunt angers him, and so he attacks you
Great.
again. He kind of starts behaving recklessly.
So I can take that as a compliment.
You can. He starts behaving recklessly, and he attacks you again. AC 16.
Does not hit.
Okay, so it looks as though, like, especially Copper would be able to tell. It looks as though this guy is probably he's so angry that he's not defending himself the way he normally would. He's sort of
I see.
concentrating on attacking. So if
Attack
you try
him
to
now.
attack him between now and the start of his next turn, you're going to get advantage on him.
Uh-huh.
And you take 6 points of damage.
Okay.
And then the sword wraith that's fighting the he really doesn't like you.
Yes.
No.
I didn't think he would.
AC 19.
What am I again? Oh, I'm 16. So yes, that's it.
10 points of damage.
Oof. Okay.
Not bad.
Well.
Well,
He'll be fine.
Ouch.
The boss prepares to attack Judge.
Okay.
A 2 does not hit, but an 18 will hit. I have not been calling out. I feel bad for MCDM stats. I have not been calling out my die rolls. But the 18 definitely hits for not a lot. These things don't do a lot of damage. Nerd. 7 points of damage, and he holds up his sword and calls out to his matriarch. And the ghostly archers appear.
They're happening.
Uh-oh.
Oh, what?
I'm going to use my reaction against him to cast Hellish Rebuke
That
at
sounds good.
3rd level.
Get out of here.
These ghostly drow armed with longbows appear on the captain's deck, or the quarter deck, I think is what it's called.
So go ahead and make a dex save. The AC is 16. Or DC is 16.
I rolled a 13 plus 2 is insufficient.
Okay. So he's going to take 13 plus 4, 17. He's going to take 17 points of damage from the Hellish Rebuke.
That is quite a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
All of them? No, wait, who?
Just the boss.
Just
Oh,
the-
sorry,
yeah.
just the boss.
Yeah.
I thought all the new dudes.
Yeah, he is hellishly rebuked.
Yes.
He's rebuked
told off.
in a quite infernal manner.
I've been rebuked before.
But never like this. That is, I guess, who was that?
was the boss wanker? Oh no, the boss.
That was the boss.
Boss.
Oh, the bad guy. Again, they all go right after each other.
Yeah.
And now it's Boots.
All right, so I have advantage.
Oh, I'm
on
sorry.
this.
These three guys, when they show up, they get to shoot.
Okay.
Never mind.
I apologize. And they are going to fire down at Boots and King. There's three of them, right? One at Boots. 10 plus 3 is no hit. And then 2 at King. 17 plus 3 is a hit. 4 plus 3 is a miss. You take, Nert, 9 points of damage from an arrow. A glowing undead arrow flies across the bridge of the Somnium Tenebris and strikes you in the back. The deck, not the bridge.
They had to needlessly kill all these arrows.
The undead arrow. They had to go find a bunch of arrows, kill them, and then use their ghosts. That was them. Now it's Boots.
All right. So advantage on this guy until his next turn?
Correct. Until the start of his next turn.
Well, I will take advantage of that.
He's just so furious at the manner in which you taunted him and the fact that you're alive and he's not.
I'm gonna do this like flourishy little sword move. You mad, bro?
Furious whacker.
All right.
Yeah, this is hack guy.
17 plus 8. Does that hit?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
I have a quick question. Whenever I cast Hellish Rebuke against him, does it look like that also is not as effective as me using
It
it?
appears to be completely effective.
Hmm.
Powerful undead are often resistant to normal weapons.
$22 damage
Yay, an even number.
to Hat Guy. And I will attack him again with my offhand. And miss. Probably. Actually, no, that's still 17. Is that it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, that hits. Sweet. Woo. Plus 3.
3 more damage?
Yep.
Got it.
It's a little.
There we go. Yeah.
And is there any chance that I could move basically between the boss and the railing there?
Yeah. Wait. We mean like,
Right here.
oh, no. I thought you meant between, I'm sorry. I thought you meant between like judge.
Oh.
Like, so that you're on the other side.
Oh, if you get up behind in the boots, I'll shift so that way we can have advantage.
There's no
on,
room
like-
between the boss and the railing.
Right.
Is there?
Unless you do some more.
There's room on
Right,
the other side of the
got it.
boss.
Sure.
Correct, yeah.
He's got his sword there poking out.
Yeah, here, I can help you.
I can't actually
struggle?
see what I'm looking at there.
That's
There are
the
ghostly
quarterdeck
drow archers in the way.
Yeah, here.
So I assume you're moving in such a way that does not provoke attacks of opportunity.
Correct.
And you got 5, 10, 15. You have to move through judge, basically. You have to go around him.
Mm-hmm.
You go 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, no problem.
Cool.
Is that it?
That's it for me.
Leech. You're being attacked by an enemy drow.
So I hit him a couple of times. You put an arrow or two in him, right?
But it's half
The
damage.
big cat didn't do much.
Nothing at all.
How does he look?
Probably still healthy, I would imagine.
You know, he's seen better days. He's falling apart. There are parts of his body there are holes in him, and he's fueled mostly by anger, he seems.
Okay.
He's just as angry as ever, so he's just as effective.
I think I'm just going to give him a bit more of the old agonizing blast.
I mean, it's hugely effective because it's full damage.
Yeah.
It's not a normal weapon.
Finger one comes out. 18
Nice.
hits, and then 8 plus, what do I get on that? 3, 8, 9, 10, 11 on that one. And then my second finger. 17 hits. Oh, and another 8.
Have your guns.
8, 9, another 11. 2 11s.
Yeah, it's mostly now just like spine and like a lot of its flesh has been rended away.
Uh-huh.
It's just hanging on. Like again, it's the thing keeping it alive right now is mostly it's burning eternal hatred for you.
Great.
That was
Patch you up, sir.
so again. He's now been just 2 more times. Leech calls upon his patron and summons this celestial holy power. It erupts from his finger, splashes all over the undead, and everywhere this holy napalm touches, there's almost nothing left. Tattered rags, pieces of armor, and this thing is like now mostly see-through, but still alive or still active. King.
How's the guy in front of me looking?
The hat dude?
Yeah.
Hat dude is also not happy.
Okay, and when he rages, does he get disadvantage on saves?
How would you know that?
He acted recklessly, right?
Yeah.
That was what you were talking
It just
about.
seemed like he got really angry at whatever it was Boots said to him. And as a result, he kind of dropped his guard and stopped worrying about defending himself just to get an extra attack. And anything more than that, you're going to have to deduce using your head meats.
All right, well, go ahead and make a DC 15 dex save, Angry Boy, for Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame! 15 plus 1 is more than 15.
Yep, all right, well,
Sacred Flame.
Radiant Light flies by his face.
He turns his anger toward you. That was King. It's Copper and Big Cat.
Okay. Yep, I'll shoot this guy.
Finish him off.
Or I'll try. Let's see. 24 hits
Yep.
for 11 damage.
11 damage from a regular arrow.
It could go up to 12 if you like.
Mm-hmm.
Make it even.
Well, it wouldn't matter because that's enough to kill him.
Okay.
Hey!
Yeah.
Take that, you wanker.
Bowmen are styling on you, Copper.
What's that?
Those bowmen are styling on you.
Yeah, I got a.
What does that
yeah.
mean? What does styling on you mean?
Is that
Showing them up.
Showing him up.
that's some bro talk?
Going up to bro talk.
So that was my first hit? Yeah. I'll attack the bowman.
Old man emoji for you.
It's a common phrasing in Higara.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
15. Oh, no, sorry. 25.
25 hits.
For 7 damage to bowman.
Arrow wanker, is it bowman wank? Is there 2 of them up there?
3.
Oh, 3. Up on the top deck with us.
And then. Oh my gosh. Come on, big cat.
So let's call that one you just hit number 1. I'm sorry, you did how much damage? The first one? My fault.
11.
11?
Well remembered.
Got it?
I hope. Sorry.
That's probably
I was
spot.
off by 1 or so, maybe. And then 11. I assume I miss.
Correct.
Okay, I'm done.
That was Copper and Big Cat. It's Judge.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and use a bonus action to put one of my seals on the captain in front of me.
Okay. So the captain now has 2 seals.
Yes.
And that was a real seal. That was a burning of your charisma.
Yes.
That's -1. Are you still unfavored by Asmodeus? Or is that something we retconned?
I think I'm still unfavored.
Okay.
So yeah, I gotta mark one of these guys off.
But Anna, when someone asks you if you're a god, you say
Well,
yes.
I volunteered.
I'm lawful. Okay, I'm lawful.
I have huge respect for this. I volunteered to retcon what happened because I thought it would be unfair to punish Judge for Anna's mistake. And Anna said, "No, I want to play it where it lies. Like if that's what happened, that's what happened." And I was like,
Well,
yeah.
because I think Judge would have probably let Slim do his thing anyway.
"Fair enough."
So it would have worked out either way.
Same.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and attack this guy.
Wait. Before you do that,
Yes, I'm gonna shift.
as Boots sees Judge lift the greatsword, he's like, right?
Yeah.
Chain sign it.
Shift.
Yeah, shift. All right, so yeah, now he's gonna swing at him with advantage. Come here, dude.
With mad bandage. Sorry.
I really hope I hit now. Oh wow,
dear.
that's so bad.
Yes.
7 plus 8. Does a 15 hit?
No.
Okay, time for the second attack. Come on. 18 definitely hits.
There it is.
Actually, yeah. So 2 plus 6 is 8 plus 5 is 13. Okay, so he does 13 physical damage with the greatsword.
Got it.
And then I'm going to go ahead and consume one of the seals. And so I get to do an additional 2d6 necrotic damage.
Oh, really? Yeah. Okay.
Okay. I think that's right.
Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure it is.
Okay. You acted that way. I got confused. So I do an additional 8 damage that way. And because I'm within 30 feet after consuming a seal, I get to heal 1.
Yeah. So that's one of the things that she
Nice.
can do, and she can do it if you hit them. So if you hit someone that has one of Judge's seals on them, Judge can consume the seal then. And
Quick question.
Yeah.
Is that a reaction that I have to use to do that? Because I was going to do it
I don't-
earlier, but then I'd already used a reaction that
no,
turn.
I don't think it's a reaction. I think it's just something
Just
you
to
can
do it?
Yeah, I think it's
If I
just
feel like
something
it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good to know.
I'm not sure what the actual language for that would be, okay, but I have seen language where it's just you can just do this. I just don't. know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and I think that's the end of my turn.
So, not all, but some undead, powerful undead, are because they're undead. They're often immune or have some kind of damage resistance to necrotic.
Did he look healthier after I used it?
No,
Okay.
no, it did do something.
So how was
It
that?
did.
Yeah, I was like, oh, man.
No. They don't have. There probably are monsters that. It seems like earlier editions, undead were weirder and cooler, and sometimes would do stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But these guys are just resistant to your seals. That's all.
Okay.
That was Judge. It's the bad guys. So let's see. Scared Wanker is gonna still be scared. He doesn't ever get a save, right? It's just
No.
So have
Wow.
Hat Wanker walk up to King.
He's still crying at the names we call them.
Yeah.
You must understand common then.
Actually, by a very strange quirk of linguistic improbability, Wanker is the same in common and
It's like
in
German
Drow.
in English. It's like
Huh.
Every language. Universal.
Yeah, it turns out.
hamburger.
Everyone knows a good wanker.
So yeah, this guy is going to walk up and he's going to also, because of the anger he feels at what you did to his friend, he is going to make 2 attacks against you. What's your armor class, King?
20.
20.
Ooh.
He's a shield
I
bro.
don't like that.
He'll hit us.
They both miss. He attacks you twice, and he is also doing his reckless endangerment thing. That's that dude. The 3 archers.
Again.
The 3 archers are all gonna. I think they're all gonna attack King. Because these guys are tactically pretty advanced, and they're aware that this is by ganging up is probably the only way they're gonna hurt King.
Huh.
And King is the source of so 14 plus 6 is 20. 19 plus 6, 2 hit. 9 does not. 14, 19, and 9 does 2 hits, and I believe it's just 2d8. Correct? 7 points of damage. 2 arrows. And there is that guy is dead.
Yeah, we killed one of them.
So now it's the commander.
Somebody up there is dead?
The
dude up
drow
here is
who was up here?
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
we killed him.
I just make sure he's moved, but you're a drow too.
You got blasted.
Yeah,
off the
don't
side.
turn on me, please.
So now that this guy is
Which
angry,
one else is this?
now that this guy's angry, he is also going to attack with reckless abandon.
Who?
And the boss.
Oh, it's one of your boy.
Yeah.
What?
And even though Judge is the more heavily armored, he will focus on Judge. Which armor class, Judge?
It is 16.
Oh.
I'm not that. Actually, Boots is more heavily armored than I am.
Really? What are you wearing for armor?
I don't know.
You look more heavily armored.
Okay, Boots.
I'm just nimble.
Don't hit him, hit her.
Yeah, that's probably true. You're correct. Yeah, so I'm wearing like, I don't know, half plate or some shit.
I'm wearing fancy boots.
Fancy boots. Mr. Fancy Boots.
I'm about to put this guy to sleep with my fancy boots.
Wow.
No.
I rolled a 10, 11, and 2 13s. I believe all 4 of those hit. Because he is plus 7. There's no way that you guys would know that except I want MCDM stats to be able to track my die rolls. So they get it right. I want to make their lives easier because they work hard transcribing all this nonsense that we do. Wow, that's quite a lot of damage. So once again, you guys have... you guys are going to have advantage on attacks against these guys. Against him, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just looking for my... Do I have enough?
What kind of weapon is this guy using?
A longsword. It looks like a rapier, but it's a longsword.
A big rapier.
A grape. Grape beer.
Yeah, grape beer. It's covered in grapes.
43 points of damage.
What?
Whoa.
It hits you 4 times.
3 times, I thought.
No.
10, 11, and 12.
4 times?
10, 11, and 2 13s.
Oh, 2 13s.
How much did you save? How many?
11.
What was the total?
Those were the rolls, and then plus, I can do it again. 43 points of damage.
Are you down?
Nope.
Yeah, this thing is there's a reason There's a reason this guy was the commander of this elite drow company.
Oh, this is what was his face again?
Sir Ualar.
That's it. I never got that right. Thanks.
One of those
But he
bullshit
is-
scenarios we're gonna all get captured no matter how this plays out.
Well,
That would be very bad dungeon mastering on my part. These guys do very little damage except that one time because you made him angry. Just don't make him angry and everything will be fine. And now you guys, the flip side of that is he is attacking without heed to his own defense, which means you already have advantage because you're flanking him. But Boots,
All right.
you just watched this guy Cuisinart Judge.
Yeah, well,
Judge was completely unable to defend himself against this guy's relentless onslaught in a somewhat unusual turn of events.
well, Boots is not happy about
how many hit points you got?
having seen that happen.
Oh. I can come help you.
15 plus 8
Oh, no, sure.
15 plus 8 hits.
should hit.
And
Advantage.
that's only, by the way, that's only about as much as Boots did when Boots attacked. Go ahead.
17 damage.
It's a bonus action.
And
View back.
Got it?
How I am.
1 more damage. And
That's my job.
1 damage, please. 1 haircut.
Sure. Yeah, you wanna go ahead whenever it's your turn.
Anything else?
make a strength saving throw
Okay.
against 16.
Okay.
DC 16.
I rolled a 13. 13 plus 4 is 17.
All right, well, very well. Fine then. Keep your secrets.
Leach! There are 3 archers with their backs toward you.
Is Judge within
You can't even see Judge.
60 feet of me now? Oh,
Yeah, you have to move.
You don't have
maybe up here to
LOS.
see him.
Does your spell require you to have LOS?
All spells require LOS.
That's not true.
It is now. We'll cut that out. We'll cut that out. Let me go.
it's not live, right? So
Wait.
I'm pretty sure most spells require line of sight and line of effect. And although I know where it is in the player's handbook, but
I mean,
I think there are some spells that you could rule that do area
could
effect
move up
stuff
here.
that will
Yeah.
go around corners and stuff.
You'll be right
Yeah.
next to this guy, but you could at least move up there.
But not only that, not only do you have to have line of sight and line of effect, I believe a lot of spells say that, or certain effects are like they have to be able to see you or they have to be able to hear you, depending on what it is you're doing.
I'd imagine though I heard,
But not,
well, maybe I don't know.
Not this.
Did I have heard Judge cry out after that last attack? I mean, he took a lot of damage,
I
right?
know, Judge, is
If I don't, I might not do anything.
is taking a brutal amount of damage in one attack, the kind of thing that would cause the Judge to exclaim or call out or grunt or
Shout a swear
I thought you were going
word.
to say shart. or
Definitely
Roll a
heard
con
that.
check.
Yeah. 1.
well,
Yeah,
let me.
that's definitely like a ton of damage for him to take. So while he normally would, take kind of on the chin kind of thing, I think this amount of damage, you definitely would have heard, I think, because that's like 4 attacks, right? You definitely would have at least heard like those, against like the armor and stuff like that. So you would have heard
Something's
some
going
kind of
on down
commotion.
there.
Okay, so
Something's going on down on the main deck, and it's not good.
I hear a noise and on that turn. A noise I'd never heard Judge make before, which
enough.
concerns me as his doctor.
It's too bad that OD&D didn't turn out better. Mostly audio quality was super not great because I think you're a natural.
All right, I think it's like it's your shit.
No,
Get out.
no. Like this is only like we played like when you played D&D, we only played like 4 sessions.
4, I think
But
we did.
yeah, I love how you just interpreted like what she was saying and then said, "Yeah, I can." Anyway, go ahead.
All right, so I hear the cries that I realize it's Judge. It's not a sound I've heard him make before, so I worry and I want to go and see.
Sure.
Like so, I
Well,
move to a point where I can see
There's
Judge.
basically like you can.
Is that a spot there? I didn't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
And one spot here.
So
I don't think I want to be in between the archers though.
Yeah.
I'll be to the side of them, so I can see it. I think I can see
And
it.
you see 4 drow.
4 trial.
You know it's me.
Peering
one's
down
which?
at you.
I know. It's
One of them's
You're
glowing
my
slightly
primary
less
care
than the others.
physician. Of
So
course I
that's my
recognize you.
That's my movement, and so I see Judge. I realise he's in some amount of distress,
Judge is, well, yeah.
and so I am going to use, if I can find it on this sheet, just so I get this right, Healing Light as a bonus action. I can heal a creature I can see within 60 feet by expending dice. I can expend up to my charisma modifier of dice. Did we say it was 3, right? Last
Up
night?
to 3 because that's your modifier.
Okay, 3. From my point, any time the target heals hit points equal to the roll of these dice. But I think, what's it again? Once I use this, I expend it, and then I need a long rest to get them back.
Yep. Which for you is only 4 hours, correct?
Yeah, I meditate. I don't think I even sleep.
Yeah, you don't sleep.
Yeah, I don't sleep. It's 4 hours. I think I'll give you the 3. You look in a bad way to me. I'm concerned for your health.
I trust in your
And that's my
expertise as the
job.
doctor.
So I'm going to give you 3 healing lights. Come on. There's a 6.
Ooh.
There's a,
Yeah.
what we get there? 11 plus 3 is 14.
Nice. Okay.
So I give 14 health.
Proper cleric right there.
Thank you.
Pretty good.
I move that to the side because I can't use those again for now. I'll just stick
You know
them
what
there.
I would say to you, but we're on stream.
Would you say get fucked?
No.
You say wanker.
No, I would.
Something much, much worse.
Yeah, we're on camera.
That
Like
was
worse? I'm mesmerized by the possibilities.
how many? There's 3 archers up there, right?
There are, yes.
This one's a little bit damaged.
So I think we just start taking them
Yeah,
out. I
focus
think
on all
now
that.
hopefully those 2 can deal with the big guy. I'm gonna so the archer
We'll
that's
deal with
closest to me.
Yeah.
I
The
don't.
one literally standing next to
He's pretty close.
Yeah,
I'm going to kind of go like that. He's going to have a finger right in his head. What are you going to do? He's going to get an agonising blast. Number 1.
This is pretty agonizing.
11 plus 6 is 17.
Hits.
And then 4, 5, 6, 7
7 damage
for the
to...
first one.
Now, one of these bow guys has taken damage.
Yeah, this one.
the one I'm
we're
hitting.
attacking.
Same one. Okay.
Same one, yep.
So you did 7 damage?
7, yes.
And this is- yep.
And I'm about to hit with my second
Got it.
agonising blast. And that's, oh dear, 10. to
10
hit.
misses.
Okay, then I.
So you see, Leach literally put his finger next to this thing's head, and it's dead. It looks like a drow, but it's dead, so it's not really paying attention the way it would be if it were alive. And he fires this bolt of golden liquid energy that just eradicates this thing's. All that's left is a skull, a drow skull. There was once skin and hair, and they have these little almost like tiaras with this symbol of a silver scorpion on them. And now there's just the skull and the metal silver of the scorpion emblem.
That's cool.
Sweet. I'll tell you that.
That was Leach. It's king.
Yeah, I'm done.
So I'm gonna try to shift behind the
Did you
mast
get?
here.
14. So you're up to 7.
Yeah, there's room. Yeah.
Couldn't tell if that was a death or not.
No, it's still up.
Okay, okay.
To try to get cover.
It just doesn't have skin on its head.
Okay.
I did
It doesn't
like
have head
that.
skin.
Right next to his head.
Yeah.
To try to get cover from the archers and
Yeah, you can get cover from the archers there.
go ahead and make a DC 15 Dex save for Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame. I rolled a 20.
All right, well, whizzes by again. I don't like that I don't get to roll an attack with Sacred Flame. Kind of sucks.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, it's the only
I don't know if there are
cantrip
other.
that
I don't know if there are other cantrips that.
clerics don't get other attack cantrips. I don't think. I can go back and look, but yeah, it's kind of a bummer. Doesn't have damage or anything.
Judge!
So it's just like
Wait.
What? Copper. Sorry.
that's
Sorry. Thank God these things are right here. Otherwise,
Yeah. I looked at that and I was like, oh,
That
that's
gives me a little
that's
weight.
useful. I'll attack the bowman.
The one will be damaged.
Yep.
Yeah.
number 1.
20. Hey.
Critical hit.
Critical hit. I'll roll my second die.
This is cool. I'm
8 damage.
8. Well, I mean, you know.
Right.
8 damage with a regular arrow.
I'll roll. Oops. My second attack. Oh my gosh. 11. I missed. I rolled a 1.
Listen, even the best rangers.
No, it was the sun was in my eye.
The sun and the sun
Hang
will
on.
see.
Wait a minute.
It was the bright light from his
Right.
his Eldritch blast.
Yeah.
Judge.
That was it. I thought it was.
Did you not get a big cat go as well?
That's his turn. Now.
Oh, that was his ghost.
No. Sorry, it's his turn now.
Oh, sorry, Judge.
Oh, yeah.
One more
Are
time.
you switching dice out?
No, I just need more dice.
20.
Yay!
Woo! So we get to roll 4 dice for big cat. That's a lot of damage. This is
Man,
a one we didn't attack yet.
Sure, that's number 3.
6.
1. It's 1, 2, 3.
10. 15.
15 damage.
19.
19 damage.
Yeah.
19 damage, but a normal arrow, correct?
No, normal tentacle attack.
Normal unmagical tentacle.
Yeah.
Got it.
I mean, big
It's your
cats.
everyday
Big cats
garden
had it.
variety.
Pretty
I mean, Big Cat's pretty magical to
Yeah.
me, but not to these guys.
It's not doing full damage,
Correct.
but it's doing like half or something because it's not
Yep.
magic.
I mean, whenever you hear me say, it seems like it's not doing, that
Right.
means it's half damage. There's no other gradient. It either does full damage, it does half damage, or it does no damage.
All right.
So there's no real reason for me to be coy like that and be like, it doesn't seem like, except I like narrating it a little bit.
Got it.
So Copper is done.
Yep.
Judge.
All right. So Judge feels a little better after getting like a little pick me up from Leach, and so it is like
Welcome, sir.
nod, and then turns back over
A
to
well-tempered
the
little
captain.
Ricker.
Yeah. Well, you gotta be nice to your doctor. Like,
Sure,
you
yeah,
shouldn't-
absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, of all the people in
Yeah,
the world.
I thought Leach was a cool name too. He went while we were at lunch. He went on and looked up like Victorian slang for a doctor and went through a whole bunch of different ones. He's like Leach.
It's a good one.
Yeah, Leach stuck pretty quickly. Oh, no, there's a kind
Matt
of.
wrote a backstory for his character too.
So I'm gonna go ahead and
He did. He wrote a whole backstory. He was really excited to play.
I'm gonna grab this guy. Basically, I'm gonna put hands on him, like try to like just grab him by the
Cool.
throat, basically, because Judge is pretty fucking pissed, and so he's gonna try and do
I'm just trying to get this out of
he's gonna try and open an infernal conduit between himself
in your
and the
face.
captain,
Yeah.
which is the first time he's ever done this.
This is funny because I was thinking about buffing internal conduit.
Do you want to do it right now?
No. Well, the reason I was thinking about buffing it was because you never use it. And I was like, I need to make this. What I was going to do is make it so that if you, but well, yeah, continue. Go ahead.
Sure. I think it's because it was an action, and it's hard for me to decide if I'm going to give up an action.
Well,
and
that's the
not
thing
take
is
two.
that like infernal conduit is different than lay on hands because lay on
Right.
hands is just I heal.
Mhm.
So that's less of an issue. Do I heal or do I attack? Well, obviously, if somebody's about to die, you heal them.
Yeah.
But you can also use that offensively. So
Yes.
if you can use that offensively,
Yeah.
the offensive version needs to be able to compete with your normal attack, at least in some way.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, you're never going to do it.
Yeah.
So that's what I was thinking about tweaking. Anyway, continue.
So I think he needs to make a Constitution save against a DC 16.
Ooh. Well, that's his best.
Quick question. In your game, how does inspiration work?
You spend it and get advantage on a thing.
Okay, so I can't spend it to cause somebody to like re-roll something that I'm trying to get them to do something.
no. I mean, no.
Okay.
No, I mean, not to, as far as I know, inspiration does not allow you to impose disadvantage. I don't know. I feel like there was some 4th edition stuff that does, but off the top of my head, I don't know if anything in 5th edition. There's nothing stopping me. Like inspiration is a kind of a narrative thing.
Mhm.
There's nothing stopping us from rolling that way. But no,
Mhm.
no.
Okay.
No. For now, I'm going to
Yeah.
rule it normal.
Just
like-
keep it.
I mean, I give out inspiration pretty fucking infrequently, so maybe it should be possible for you to impose disadvantage on.
I guess it just depends on if you want to use it before they've rolled and you know the result, or after you've seen the first
Definitely has to
result.
be before,
Okay.
right? Because you have to make the call. Like, this is important. I want him to fail.
Okay. I wasn't sure how it
The only
worked
thing
normally.
I was worried about is like you could have some really powerful spell, and if you have advantage,
Yeah.
you could use it to make it way more likely and that kind of. But then I thought I award it so infrequently. It seems like a perfectly reasonable use of it. So yeah, go ahead and if you want to burn it now, but you have to burn it before I roll.
Okay. Yeah, I think he's gonna burn it because he really wants this to work. So, blink.
Good, because these guys are inhumanly healthy.
Really? Damn,
Yeah.
I dropped all my shit. Really?
Oh my God.
You rolled a 1?
No, it's the other. It's the oh my God, I'm sorry. I rolled an 18 and a 20.
Oh man.
So
This guy sucks.
I'm sorry, but I mean, look, these are elite drow soldiers now made fiercer by despair.
All right, what can I do as a bonus action then?
What can I do as a bonus action?
Put
Put a seal on somebody?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put one more seal on him. Sorry, so I got 3 seals.
No, didn't you already consume the seals on him? I thought you did.
I consumed 1 seal.
Oh, you consumed 1 seal on him?
Yes, but actually,
I thought he had 2. You put one on with the spell. You put another one on just normally.
yeah,
And I thought you consumed.
I only consumed 1.
Okay, so now
So
he
he's
has
got 2.
2.
You're right.
That's Judge. It's now the bad guys. The one on King attacks King.
That's Hat Wanker, isn't it?
Yep.
Yes, Hat Wanker attacks King.
He's going. He's
And he is still using his Martial Fury.
Ooh.
He rolled an 11 and a 2, and 11 plus 6 is AC 17. That is insufficient. There are 3 archers. 2 of them are going to attack Judge.
Mm.
And they will fire 2 arrows at Judge each. Judge, what's your armor class?
16.
So 4 shots from 2 guys, 1 hit. Judge takes 12 points of damage. The
Wow.
third archer switches to his longbow
saved you.
and attacks Leach. And says, "Traitor!"
Is that the third one that you're using right now? Is that the one right next to him?
Yeah.
Do they get disadvantage because he's right next to him against a ranged? Because he's using a ranged weapon within 5 feet.
He's using his longsword.
Oh, long sword.
He drops his longbow and switches to his longsword.
Oh, okay.
I may have said it backwards. I don't remember what I said, but I know what he's doing.
I think you did say longbow, but yeah.
He drops his longbow and switches to his longsword.
Trying to look out for him.
I rolled a 5 and a 9. So the 9 might hit. 9 plus 6 is AC 15.
I've got 16.
You have 16? You're a warlock with an AC 16?
Mage.
You disgust me.
The mage, what's it?
The mage what's it? I forgot about the mage what's it.
Yeah, I've got that.
Of all the what's its, I think
I
the
always
mage
forgot
what's
about
it
the
is the
old
best one.
mage, what's it?
I think the
Whatever
mage
it
what's it is the best of the what's its.
The Armor of Shadows, even. That was what I was
Is that what it's
looking
called?
for. Yeah.
Oh, shadow armor.
Yes.
You should have known better. And now the boss of all bosses is going to attack. And gosh, he does not like the fact that Judge is still alive. But he's gonna split his attention. He's gonna attack Judge twice, and he's gonna attack Boots twice.
I'm clearly the greater swordsman.
He goes, Judge gets hit twice. I rolled a 19 and a 15, and then he has plus 7. So you take 18 points of damage.
Judge is down.
Judge, hey, surgeon.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about.
Judge drops.
Yeah.
You can make it, I would think.
I'm kind of... No, I think I get free movement, right?
Yeah, you get 30 feet of movement.
Yeah.
You can make 5.
So, as a reaction,
Can he jump down from the railing?
He absolutely can, yeah.
I can pop down the stairs.
Well, there's 2 guys right next
Well,
to
I'll
us.
jump then. Fine.
Well, jump in.
Okay, so I look down and see Judge fall to the ground and immediately leap over the railing.
Make an acrobatics check.
Oh, you would, wouldn't you? Acrobatics, I'll get a +3 on that. That would be 4 because I rolled a 1.
Okay, make an athletics check.
Thank you. Athletics, I get a +2. Come on now, no more of those ones business. 15.
Okay, so you leap over the railing, but your booted foot catches on the railing, and you go, ah! And those of you watching see him tumble off out of control, and then using his athletic prowess, turns it into a flip and lands on his feet. And continues.
Yeah, I like that. I guess put me behind Judge, I guess.
Do you have enough movement to get there?
I had
it's 5, 10. Yeah, you're playing. Yep.
And I get there, and I guess that's it, right? I just
No.
Spend it. No.
Keep
Oh,
going.
sorry. So I get to hear him, and if you end your movement adjacent to them, which I've done, they may spend a hit
I
die.
could spend a hit die to get
Oh,
back
I
up.
can spin it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
It's my hit die.
He attacks Boots twice. I rolled a 6 and an 8. 8 plus 7 is 15.
Whatever you use the
That misses.
It should be on the first page.
If you attack me,
I did. I attacked you
Where it
twice.
talks
Try
about
not to
like, your
miss.
abilities and stuff.
your health.
If you-
you missed twice. Oh,
Yeah,
I
you
can
missed
only do
twice.
this once.
He missed twice.
As a reaction, I shall retort.
A devastating retort.
10.
That is a
So what does that mean? You
20?
get 10 hit points.
Come back.
not a natural 20. That's
I get
12
enough.
plus 8.
You achieved a 20. Yes.
I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like the Hat Man.
Just like a hat
Plus
man.
5 is 9 damage.
What is this thing you just did to my beautiful undead boss drow?
Wait, did you hit successfully?
He did.
It was an opportunity attack because he missed me, like a clumsy fool.
But you
So-
hit him, right?
But what is this ability that lets you do that?
It's called riposte. So as you lunge at me with this rapier-like longsword, because it is so huge and unwieldy,
Yeah.
I can very easily just bat it away with my offhand and use my left hand to skewer you in the face just a tiny bit.
Dope.
Cool. He's still got seals on him, so can I consume those 2 seals now? Because he hit
So
him?
you can consume 1 or 2.
I'll consume both of them. Why not?
Okay. Judge consumes his seals on this
I
thing.
see a
that's
couple of
good.
6s. Oh, and 2
Wow.
1s.
Really?
Yeah, 2
It-
6s, 2
Oh,
1s, Anna.
man.
Average.
Even.
All right, so
yeah,
you do an
right.
additional 14 damage on that attack.
Fuck yeah.
Well, keep in mind that's necrotic damage. So
Yeah,
In
so
both instances, your damage is half, unfortunately. It's still effective. It's just not
take it.
maximally effective. Okay. Yeah, he's still very, very effective and healthy. But that was all 4 of his attacks. And his archers went and his soldiers went. The Order of the Silver Skeleton may be about to meet their end. Skeleton. Scorpion.
Scorpion.
The Order of the Silver...
Would this happen if it wasn't my turn?
Oh, I
It says on a turn.
That's once per battle, so I can't do this again.
It says
can
the first time...
I?
First time per turn.
No, battle.
should we use it on me?
On a turn. Yeah.
Cool stuff.
So this is on his turn. So this is the first time on his turn you hit with a light or finesse melee weapon, and you aren't wearing medium or heavy armor or carrying a shield other than the buckler, and no one controls Siege Tabor, so the Fremen win. Sorry. That was the most
Silly.
obscure joke anyone on Twitch has ever made.
Right.
Sorry.
You lost me.
Yeah.
The Fremen win, and this guy takes 1.5 points of Bene Gesserit mind damage
Got it. Got it.
because Boots is the quiz outside, right?
For he is the Switchblade Haagen-Dazs. That was the boss guy. It's Boots.
Oh, nice.
Just gonna throw on the sword and come at him again. Do I still have advantage on this guy?
Yeah, I'm up.
Yeah, judges up.
Judges on the
Well,
other
you
side.
have advantage on him even if because he's behaving. He's so angry that he's fighting recklessly.
Alrighty.
So you would have advantage even if you were not flanking, but you are flanking, so you get advantage in both instances.
This reckless thing ain't working out so well for you, man.
Dude, he's fucking smoked Judge, by the way.
You should calm down.
All right, and then he's up again.
Yeah. Only because of the traitor drow.
Ooh.
Only because of the heretic.
9 plus 8, 9, 8, 17. That misses the boss, doesn't it?
Correct.
All right.
Boss is AC 18. Missed it by 1. Let me tell you, I do not miss
Aha!
3rd edition, where if you missed by 1, you could literally just sit there and think hard and come up with another bonus.
But a 24 hits.
This game would be twice as long. You would just sit there going, oh wait, the bard did this thing for me and I get this +1. You're like, yes.
That's what I was doing earlier because I was like, fuck, I missed it. I was like, is there anything I can do? Because I always think back to like Pathfinder days where you can find fucking something.
Yep. 5th edition is way better in that sense. You don't have to say, God, I got so frustrated with that. Anyway.
Take 18 damage, please.
What?
Woo!
Nice.
And
Yeah, mind yourself.
answer me these questions 3. This says make a strength save against my attack roll. Does that include my plus to hit?
Yeah.
I like.
Okay.
well,
Then
no.
make a strength save.
Okay. What's the DC? He rolled an 18 plus 4 is 22.
When I hit him, I do it in such a way to ensnare the blade of his sword in mine,
Whoa!
pulling it out of his hand,
He is humiliated.
as he should be.
That was pretty cool.
And after I finish, give him a little bow. Teaching this guy lessons.
I was cool enough to award advantage. Here. There you go. That's a little advantage.
Advantage.
He's gonna have something to keep in mind. I just thought that was neat. I wanted to
Advantage, or if you want to have some go juice later, you can use that cap to
cash in.
Go.
Feed you
Yeah,
guys.
go.
It's just a little sippy.
So he doesn't have his sword.
He does not have a sword.
What happens to it?
Well, since we're right by
Overboard.
that railing,
Yeah. He's got to go overboard.
Wait a minute. No, that's fast.
What happens to it according to the rule?
Goes wherever you want to go.
okay. I'll just read this whole thing. It's disarm.
Disarm.
Whenever you hit a
okay.
creature with a weapon attack, you may expend 1 panache point to attempt to. I did rename it back to panache points just because
Panache points are better.
it sounds way better.
Yeah.
whenever I get panache at like 9th level or whatever, I'll just rename that.
Rename that.
To like, I don't know.
Swash.
You may expend 1 panache point to attempt to disarm the target, forcing it to drop 1 item of your choice that it is holding. He was holding a...
So he drops.
What do you call it? A sword.
Yeah.
Make a strength save against my attack roll. On a failed save, you drop the object.
So make an acrobatics check against a DC of 15.
19.
It goes off the...
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, get out of here.
It's just that Lars and the real girl, like seeing where he throws the flower. Have you seen that movie? No.
What
No.
movie is that?
Nothing.
It's a movie with Lars. She
I
said.
heard Lars in it.
Amazing scene.
Lars is in a movie where he throws a flower.
Yeah, apparently.
And dates a
Bouquet.
robot.
And dates a
I
robot.
don't think it's as even
Hello,
as
Lars.
advanced as a robot. It's
A
got a
robot?
bug in here.
I don't know.
There is a fly in it, yeah. It's my imp.
It's my imp.
I'm gonna punch it. Punch a fly.
Box of fly.
Yeah, Anacle, fly puncher.
Blimey.
I put that on my LinkedIn.
You can, absolutely. That was Boots, correct?
Yes.
Was that Boots? Was that?
Yeah, dude.
Boots, yeah.
I'm getting confused as to whose turn is it?
There's this.
Are you acting?
saying-
I'm reacting to your action. Did you fail to react to my reaction? I get a thing if you fail to react to my reaction.
They have a saying.
Leech.
In,
Oh, it's
in
me.
Capital.
Well, it was a reaction,
Kiss
wasn't
my
it?
ass.
Kiss my ass. Go ahead. Go fish. We were saying capital.
We just all lay into this boss fucker. There's like 3 of us.
Are you down? Oh, you're down there. Yeah.
Focus fire him.
I could like just move to the side so I don't fire Judge's head.
Oh, you can
I
go
think
over.
technically you go straight
Yeah.
through us. Like it doesn't hit. There's no friendly fire, right?
Correct. The idea is that you can coordinate and say duck, and Judge will get out of the way.
Yeah.
The only thing you can't do is you cannot end your turn. You cannot move through enemies, and you can't end your turn in somebody else's square.
Okay.
Odie, you can just reach around him.
Reach around.
You mean OD?
We've
You
been
mean
waiting.
OD?
No, we.
Oh,
wait,
Odie and Odie.
Or Leach.
Yeah,
What are you? Is your imp doing anything?
Up here.
Let's just go.
Oh, no, not a lot.
Can he move?
Pretty typical. It's pretty typical.
Is
I
it
do the
piloting
same
the
thing when
ship?
I'm running.
Yeah, I just said maybe he hides. Can he hide up here out of the way?
Yeah, you can go
yeah.
over.
Get him up there. He's,
Oh my god.
What?
it's fine. It's just
Might be a
a,
mosquito. It's a Zika.
oh,
Is it a
Back over.
The roll of Constitution.
Is it a mosquito or is it a crane fly?
I don't know it.
Oh, it's
Why?
neither. It's a gnat.
Oh.
Roll
I just watch it go.
Oh, there he is.
Yep.
actually, I imagine my imp is cheering on for the drow.
Yeah.
Hey, get him! Get him!
It is. You're right.
Yeah, get.
It's yeah. Yeah. When it eviscerated when it eviscerated Judge, it called out. It said like "Hooray for Sir Oliver."
I'll remember that.
What did he say when I picked him up?
I'm gonna throttle it.
He said, "Yeah." Anyway.
All right.
Sorry. It's you. It's still you.
Yes,
It's
sorry.
still you.
Sorry. I think I'm gonna.
You're doing great.
Give the boss wanker a good agonizing blast. Actually, what am I like on health? No, I'm alright now. 13 plus 6, isn't it? So 16?
19.
19 even. Hello there.
Hits,
And then that's 8 damage.
and that's just straight up 8 damage.
Yep.
Does have any
Odie,
Hello, sir.
doesn't agonize sneeze. Will I give you the ability to add your modifier?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
have
a plus
been.
3.
He has.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have been. I know what I'm doing.
I'm sorry. How much damage?
Fuck, I've forgotten
8
now.
damage.
8, thank
You
you.
rolled a 5.
And this is just this is what kind of damage is this? Do you know?
Force.
Force.
Force, correct. Force. Yeah. Agonizing blast is
Yeah,
force.
this does normal damage.
Good. And then here's my second one. Judge Duck.
It's actually the mini pointing.
18, so
Yeah.
that's a hit, and then 5, 6, 8 again.
Got it. Yeah, 2 palpable hits. King.
Palpable hit.
Judge.
Huh?
Attack the commander.
All right.
Dope.
Oh, you used
Good job.
your
Nice.
Using his commander ability.
Force of command.
Well, I gotta get damage out somehow.
I mean, this is a great way to do it. Although, like,
And then you can make it.
but like, could you have done that with Leech, or does it have to be a weapon attack? Because Judge's damage is halved because of
It says melee attack.
melee.
Melee.
Yeah.
100%.
It says specifically melee.
You're a battle. You're not a
Can never get.
Because I can't make copper.
Yeah.
Okay. I do 10 damage.
I can say big cat.
10 damage to the boss.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you could. Yeah.
Got it.
Big Cat's not. Oh, Big Cat is a senior officer.
Is he? Yeah.
That was
Well, make
that was
your,
King.
Make your dex save.
For what?
That's bonus action
Yeah.
for Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame.
Try
Oh,
it
nice.
one last time.
Sacred.
15.
I've got that one.
I rolled an 18.
Oh my goodness.
Give up. Give up
Yeah,
on it.
I've got
Sacred Flame's not working out.
It's I'm using my level up of raised obsidian and my red jasper artisan dice. And you know
If
You know what
if I'm
happened?
gonna miss, I'd like to roll the dice and miss versus.
when we recorded that intro, Tom sat here and rolled my d20s.
How dare you?
And all night
did?
I've been rolling like ridiculously well.
Oh my gosh, how do we counter
No
that?
joke. No joke.
You're supposed to spit on it.
Yeah, what are ours?
Don't do it. Don't do it. That's so mean. Don't do it.
Oh no, it was the wrong one.
You rolled some d12s.
I got squirrel.
Oh,
Oh,
I haven't really rolled my
that's across the line.
I haven't really rolled my
You can't touch
Madagascar
another person's
Rosewood
dice.
Electrum.
Don't touchy.
don't touch.
And if you want to see Anna leap across the table and have one of these people try to roll her d20, and she will. Anyway,
I don't mind
rolling
doing
it yesterday when,
Don't
well,
worry.
when we go live, we'll edit that
Yeah.
out.
a few times.
What
right?
the hell
Are you
was
done?
that? That was
Are you done,
King.
King?
Yeah.
Now it's Copper.
All right. I guess I kind of screwed up last time. I was right next to this guy.
What do you mean screwed up?
Well, the whole disadvantage if I'm right next to him with my.
Is that how it works?
If
that
you're
what
using
someone
a
said?
ranged weapon against somebody within 5 feet, I think it's disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I'll use my bonus action for nimble escape to get out, back up.
Twitch chat will tell us.
Chat, is that correct? Disadvantage on ranged attacks versus adjacent creatures. I think it's if somebody's adjacent to you and you're shooting somebody else, something crazy happens.
Oh,
But
okay.
I could be wrong.
That seems even more complicated.
And when I say chat, I mean Jerry.
Yeah, to relay from chat.
I guess I could check.
Either way, I'll just.
They say yes.
Okay.
Ha.
Yes to.
Ha.
Was that
Yes to
yes
which
on
way?
one or no on two?
Yes, Anna's right. Say the words, Jerry.
Any range attack is disadvantage.
Any ranged attack is disadvantage if
You were
somebody's next to you.
Because it's like if I have a bow and you're like right
Yeah.
there, it's not like
Okay.
Okay.
full bow is
Alright.
gonna work.
So we were both right.
So I'm gonna back up.
That's what's important.
Is it? Can you just let me have this?
How do you pronounce Copper's instrument?
Blimey.
Mandolin?
I almost said it.
It's pronounced vuvuzela.
Oh, it was.
Oh, the old
that's
movies
what I was
later.
gonna do.
It's pronounced. You could.
I was gonna heal some people. I forgot. I already shot. Too
Anyway.
late. Okay,
Who are
so
you attacking?
Bowman number 1
Got it. Is Bowman
for
number
9 damage.
Got it. This
And I
that's this one here, the closest one. To
Yeah, I rolled a 28.
And you did 9 damage.
Roll again, and then I rolled a 24 for 8 damage. Same guy. And then
Got it.
16. Do I hit that guy?
AC 16. No.
Okay.
Wait, actually, yes, they are AC 16.
They are 16.
Ooh.
So I hit him for 7, 8, 9, 10 damage.
10 damage.
For number 3, I guess it is. Or
Wait, is this a different dude? Yeah,
It's a different dude,
this is-
yeah.
this is, so it's got it. Got it. Thank you.
and I'm done.
Yep, they are each they're battered, but number 1 is definitely if this were 4th edition and he were alive, he'd be bloodied.
Okay.
But number 3 has only taken a couple hits, and none of them have done full damage. So that was Copper. It's Judge.
Okay, so Judge is going to use his bonus action to put a seal on this dude. And then he's going to go ahead and swing his greatsword, and he's got advantage.
Is that your last seal?
New.
How many seals do you have? Oh, I guess you have 5 normally,
I got 4 seals, and I've used
and you
3.
have 4 because you're.
So I 2 6 plus 2 is 8. 8 plus I did hit. Oh, I rolled a 19. 6 plus 2 is 8. 8 plus 5 is 13 damage on the first swing.
13 damage to the boss.
And I'm actually gonna go ahead and use the. I'm gonna consume the seal right now. Actually, wait. Yeah, I'm gonna consume the seal right. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna consume the seal. Okay.
Is there any reason not to?
Yep. So I'm gonna go ahead and swing a second time. Yep, I hit. Oh, these are both 2s, so I do 4 plus 5, so I do 9 damage.
9 more damage.
Yes.
Got it.
And I'm done.
I mean, there are as the Illrigger levels up, there are other things they get, and there are spells they get where it's like if you have a seal on, if I have a seal on you, and you go invisible, I can still see you. Right? If I have and I'd like to probably do more stuff like that. Like if you have a seal on you and this happens, I can do this to make it so that there are other cool tactical things you can do.
I actually get 2 HP.
Even role playing stuff.
I actually get 2 HP back from whenever boots hit that guy, and I
Sounds good to me.
both.
That was Judge. Is your
I hit him.
could you show me the character sheet that on your where it says how undead turning works? I want to read it.
You don't get anything back for when I hit him as well.
No, because I didn't consume a seal whenever, because he had no more seals left on him.
Oh,
Because I
okay.
consumed them. and
Channel
then-
Divinity, turn undead.
Thank you.
But, seal.
Yep. Yeah, fine.
Whenever
Who's this?
it gets to you,
Because I just discovered that they have
Well,
when it
they are
gets to
immune
your
to being
turn,
frightened.
I'd like you to try and
yeah.
That I just was
move
like,
up,
ah! Oh wait, no,
so
they're not
you're
frightened.
next-
That's different.
You're within melee.
It's
range.
explicitly not being frightened. Or I should say it's implicitly not being frightened. Okay, so 3 archers
I know, sorry, though.
Oh.
3 archers are going to use their
Mounted. I use that one.
furious assault ability or whatever the hell it's called.
Marital Fury.
They all take aim at you and they go,
What, at me?
uh-huh. Yeah, you're the one you're the traitor drow keeping these mercenaries alive.
That's
So
true.
we'll take you down and then we can start making some progress.
Mm,
They are all +6 to hit. Which armor class? 16, so they need 10.
16.
I rolled an 18, a 19, and a 13.
Anchor.
They are this one.
That's
Is
what
it
they are.
A D8,
Trying to kill him for you, but
1
you have to end.
D8, 2D8, 3D8. A 1, a 2, a 3. 13 plus 3 is 16 points of damage.
16.
Yep, from 3 hits. And then they pull their bows back and they all shoot again.
Oh, fuck. All right.
Uh-oh.
A 19, a 15, and a 14. Then they get +6 on top of that. So 21 points of damage.
Are you down?
I'm down.
Six arrows come down from the bridge. Like that. Now the thing is, you can react to this and move to yourself. And
I don't minus anything. It's just 0, right?
you didn't take. What's your max hit points?
Well, what when I'm fully healthy?
Yeah.
38.
38. So you did not just take 76 points of damage. So you're 0.
I'm at 0. Okay.
If you take enough damage in 1 round or whatever, it might even be 1 attack, but I know it's at least 1 round.
Okay.
Equal to your health or half your health or some shit.
Yeah.
I am
That
down.
makes sense, but that didn't happen, so you don't have to worry about it.
Ouch. I can't think I can do anything when I'm down. Well, apart from being.
That was pretty effective. And
Yes,
then,
yes, thank you.
Yeah, and then that monkey fucker is going to attack King again. He once
We can keep missing each other. It's fine.
he once was a powerful drow warrior, and in life he would be too smart to do this. But now he's undead, and so at the end of the day, he's got the.
They really like setting my shield, man.
I rolled a 16 and a 6. 16 plus 6 is AC 22. So he finally gets to do a D8 damage.
Hit me once before, I think.
A D8 plus 4. 7 plus 4 is 11.
If you remember the next time that you actually hit that guy, like, let me know, because he still has a seal on him.
Well, I have to hit him.
I know. That's what I've been waiting for.
Yeah, I'm just gonna swing my sword at him next time because I'll get advantage and I actually get to roll versus somebody else rolls that I miss.
The commander leans over the railing and looks in the water mournfully.
Does he take his dagger?
This
and
is in
stab
character, by the
himself
way.
Yeah.
But this is also not in character, but this is also
Is it a character and not in character?
Yeah, we're both laughing at him.
Lars, could you do me a favor and take the commander and move him all the way? You guys are both going to attack of opportunity.
Ooh.
He's going to move all the way over to this end of the thing. Thank you.
Do we still get advantage of our attack opportunity? Because he's in between
Sure.
us whenever he leaves.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. He's got. Could you?
He's not.
He must
he's
still be
dead.
freaking really healthy for you to allow that.
Hannah is thinking like a DM.
That's what I was doing last
He
night.
must be really healthy if you're like.
All right. So I hit. So I do 7 plus 5 damage. I did 12 damage total to him.
Same from me. So 24 damage total. Total between the two of us.
Right.
I also
You
did
did
12.
another 12 damage.
Yes. That was a 16 plus 8.
Got
I
it.
hit.
So you both hammer at him. He brutes his way past you, weathering your attacks. And when he gets to the far end of the thing, he pulls out his longbow and shoots at you guys. Let's see. He can do 1, 2, and then a thing. He is. Which? So let's see. Actually, how healthy do you look, Judge? You look pretty battered, don't you?
I look like I have 12 HP.
And you look basically fine.
I'm smiling.
But you're always smiling. Judge.
Yeah.
A 2, a 5, and 11 plus 5 is AC 16.
I have 16.
Okay, so he hits you once with a longbow. He's nowhere near as good with his longbow as he is with the sword.
He can do 3 attacks per turn.
He could, I mean, it depends on the weapon and all sorts of stuff. But in this case, yes. But he has to do that reckless thing
Right.
to get extra
For the
attacks.
4th, right?
Almost all bad guys, like I don't know about orcs, but almost all bad guys have multi-attack because they don't. They have many fewer abilities than player characters do, and they don't live as long, so they gotta do more shit quicker. I rolled that, which is plus that on top, which is 4 points of damage, I think. And that was those guys and the commander. It's Boots.
All right.
It's Boots. Boats. Boats and boats and boats.
What does this do?
That you can give it back to me and you get advantage on a roll. It could be any roll. It could be a skill roll. It could be a thing. And we may have decided that you could also use it to impose disadvantage on a bad guy if you're going to do something that makes him save.
I'm just like, I'm really dialed in on this guy, so I'm gonna spend this and just sprint across the deck
Yeah.
and come at this guy with just a flurry of sword strikes.
You guys see the Somnium Tenebris. Actually, go ahead.
It's a crit.
A crit?
Yeah.
Eep. How much damage did you have? Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. This and... Whoops.
Whoa.
Do I still get that thing where my 1s or 2s?
For
we
now,
still doing
for
that?
now, yeah.
Okay.
We're going to change it up, but yeah.
You don't need any more.
Yeah, because Judge is the weapon master, your weapons are better than normal weapons.
Every
Judge makes sure to procure better weapons than normal, and Judge spends time.
Is that every time?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was you had to call it out.
Nope, anytime
it just
because Judge is the weapon master. Judge will actually take time during downtime to like sharpen weapons. and
Yeah,
stuff like
sorry. It's one of those things where it's like, if I'm not paying attention to you and if you're not keeping it in mind, then it's like, even for myself, I forget about it
that. Yeah,
sometimes.
so that's a sign that it's probably a badly designed ability. Should be easier to use. Very.
Calculators out.
Look, apparently you get a sneak attack on your attack of opportunity. Says chat.
Oh, shit.
For future reference.
There's an app where you can take a picture of your dice and it'll add them all up.
And you get that up.
Really?
I just made that.
All right.
my
That'd be.
God.
I wouldn't be surprised.
It would be cool though, right?
That's definitely doable.
It would be awesome. It would be awesome.
37 damage.
Well, it sounds.
What's half of that? That's 15 plus half of if I have 7.
19 if you round it up.
19.
If you round it up, yeah.
19.
You round it up.
Yeah.
Does
he's
even my
dead.
bow
He's
get
dead.
that too? Though?
He's dead?
Boots kills him.
That's what I'm
nice.
talking about.
Wow.
Oh, I can't cheer. I'm
Bam.
unconscious.
Done.
One eye.
Boots kills
Annihilated
him,
that guy.
and when he, as Boots slices through his vertebrae, his body disintegrates, leaving the spirit of this drow behind, and it goes and reaches out in the direction of the unconscious traitor, and then this astral breeze you cannot feel but see blows past, and he is carried away, and his spirit disintegrates, and the other undead collapse.
All of them?
All of them?
Sweet.
Oh, that was nice.
Should have focused on that.
Everybody make a dex check.
Ooh. Is this a surprise?
No.
Or not? Okay.
Well, where am I looking?
No, make a dex check. You can modify with acrobatics.
Okay.
Acrobatics. Yeah, let's do
Make
that.
an acrobatics check.
Okay. I will do that. So I get a +3 on that. Oh, 20.
Wow, a 20 again.
23.
You discuss it.
Jesus Christ.
How do I disinvite you?
I got
Kick me out.
I got a
I
5.
do like these loaded dice.
19.
Oh.
King?
9.
9. So you guys failed. I assume you made.
6 plus 11 is 17.
So King, the ship lurches quite dramatically as it is beached by the tentacles made of seaweed that have pulled it onto the thing, and you two fall in your butt.
Oh.
You're just knocked prone.
Are there leeches on the boat?
Did an unconscious player just make a dex check?
Oh,
Possibly.
Just to see if his body rolls off the ship.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was a net 20.
yeah. You're right next to you're right next to the ladder there. So. You're fine.
And by the way, aren't there other, like, the whole chain is on, not the whole chain, but there's a
crew
crew.
is.
Oh,
There's a crew on the ship. At this point, from out of the nasal cavity and the eye sockets of the giant skull, it's like 20 or 30 feet tall, skull that appears to be buried on the island, comes streaming a horde of skeletons.
Whoa. We gotta get the army out.
Well,
We better pick Leach up.
Yeah.
you pick them up. I'm gonna fucking zap them. We'll turn undead on these because these got to be little boys at least.
Oh yeah.
How often can you turn undead?
Twice.
Okay, and you've already done it once.
Per short rest.
Got it.
Is Hatsman and Turned Guy, are they dead?
Yeah.
Oh.
Or just the archers?
No, they're all,
Okay.
they all these guys all go away. And now there's hang on, let me check something. Let me refer to my notes. Right.
What spells do we put to one side? They're all on here, though, aren't they?
King and Leach make insight checks.
Well, Leach is still down, right?
Leach is unconscious.
So can we do the process of picking him up? Like, can I use half my movement and take
So
it up and then to... I guess I can stabilize him. I can use my infernal conduit to heal him.
Just
Sure.
9 again.
9.
Unless I get the guidance myself.
I'm going to give you 2 points of health.
Oh, thanks.
back up.
And then you still need me to do a, what was it you wanted? Insight.
Insight.
I don't get anything extra on that. But there's a 16.
Oh, yeah, 16's enough. Yeah. So these things are like whatever this island is. These things are being generated by the island, and they are skeletons. And based on your experience with skeletons, they're not going to be hard to kill, but they may never stop. There may just be an endless horde of skeletons coming out of this thing.
Are we still attached with the seaweed?
Yeah, in fact, you've been beached. The seaweed has grabbed
right,
the
yeah.
ship,
Can't cut it off. or
and
anything.
Can we use, like, is it maybe fire would encourage it to get...
I mean, Boots
off of-
Boots isn't here. Is Boots back, or is Boots here?
Boots is.
Not Boots.
Is Slim?
Not Boots. Not Boots. Two Shoes. Is Two Shoes back in the city, or is
She's
Two
in
Shoes on the
Choo
ship?
Choo's is at the city.
Who's still on the ship? Is it just the? Are there any junior officers on the ship?
Oh, there's probably some of my probably some of mine. I imagine that Toad is probably on there, and so is Butts. Cook is probably still in the city, I think.
Who's Toad?
Toad is my
Is it TOAD or TODE?
TOAD.
Got it. I didn't know. It could just be Toad. It has a different word.
They mean the same thing in
Right.
Undercommon.
Don't even know your retainers.
Well, no, I used
Wow.
to have all my.
Wow.
Jeez. Even I know mine.
Yeah. I mean, big
on.
guy.
I know yours. I know yours.
That's a pretty great retainer.
You know what? They're on the website.
No, they're not.
I don't know where my cards went.
Here you go. I got my
Oh, look! You
retainer.
put your initials on your. Look at that. You put your initials on your thing.
Yeah, I signed all my crap so I don't lose it.
Good. I mean, oh, good. Yeah.
MCDM
the card.
production.
Especially around here, like, yeah.
Yeah, especially around here.
Well, I mean, any D&D group, you're going to be. Let me see that. I've got 2 of these. Where's mine? Which one's
Oh,
mine?
give me my dice back, bro.
I need these for all these crits I'm laying down.
Well, I mean, I'm not using them, so.
Okay, so
Attacks, what are those?
oh, Flea is on here too. Okay, so Toad is a beast lord.
Beast Lord.
Whatever beast lords do.
They Lord Beast.
Yes, the school's always coming, that one.
They're rangers.
Well, tell me a little bit about Toad.
Yeah, are these guys the part of the ship crew? Because only the ship crew's with us.
Yeah, I don't think Toad would have gone into Capital.
Oh,
Toad's got like this menagerie of weird creatures that he kind of like hangs out with, and he's like nonverbal. So Toad is he's like a really old elf that
nice.
hails from the jungles of Ix.
Wait, what?
I don't know, man. You didn't tell me that they couldn't be there.
Yeah, well, he can be an old elf, but he's not from Ix.
Well, he's something from Ix.
Okay, yeah, he can definitely be from Ix. But the elves don't. If he's a wild man of Ix, then he's like a Aztec dude.
Okay.
Just to let you know, you can be an elf, you can be from Ix, but there aren't elves from Ix. There
but
was no way for Anna to know this, by the way.
No.
So.
But he's got his skin is like a really dark brown, but he's got I think it's pronounced like vitiligo, where it's got like white patches over it and stuff, but it's like in cool like Rorschach patterns essentially. Cool. Kind of like the poisonous frogs from those jungles.
Sure.
So that's why they call him Toad.
Cool. Cool. Neat.
Yeah. But nobody,
Awesome.
as far like what I wrote is that like no one knows why or when he joined the chain, but he's just kind of always been here. Like he just has survived through everything. And then Flea was my first retainer that I made. And so Flea's quote is, "The circus wasn't working out." So
I remember that.
Flea is like this really like tall, and he's like he's a ghoul, but like for a ghoul he's like lanky, and he's like he's not as healthy looking, I think, as most ghoul.
Doesn't have that
men.
stereotypical kind of Conan looking broad skin.
He
long
still
black
has
hair.
like he does still have like the long black hair, and it's really stringy and greasy and stuff. And it looks like he doesn't take care of himself very well. But he is a skinwalker.
Cool.
And so his whole deal was that he used to be in the circus doing shows a few times a day, turning into the wolf boy. And they were cutting him out of pay. And so he decided to quit, and he found
Well, I would
us.
say, yeah, working for the chain would be huge.
Yeah.
Much more dangerous.
Yeah.
Uh,
And then, of course, Butts is here. Butts is the conjurer.
I'm just trying to imagine what Toad would say.
I don't think Toad would say anything.
You will.
You think so?
Yeah, 100%.
I wonder if this is worth trying to flee from.
Well, right now,
I
you'd
mean,
have to
you
leave the
can't.
Somnium Tenebris behind.
Yeah.
And have a boat.
Yeah.
But the skeletons are they close to the boat now?
Well, they'll get there in a second.
They're tearing us. So there's no time to even talk.
Yeah.
That's something people from Ix can do.
Oh, really?
You didn't know that.
That explains a lot why he never fucking talks.
This is something people from Ix can do.
All right, so Toad's going to handle rank and file here, but we need to go in and figure out whatever it is that's sending these tendrils out, and we need to destroy whatever is inside of this cave so we can get out of here.
Go
The
inside
rest
the
of
cave.
There's like 12. I don't know how big do you imagine the crew of the boat are?
Probably like 12 guys.
So yeah, they'll follow. They're the rank and file soldiers who make up the crew of the boat. There's always
Like
10, 8 or 10, whatever. They will follow the Ixian. They'll follow Toad, and they will come up on deck and they will fight the skeletons freeing you guys to do something else.
Yeah, we need to go and basically stop what's creating these things.
These skeletons are
whatever's inside the cave.
not only are they skeletons, they're also minions.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, they're not these guys.
the 1 HP guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we actually ran the battle, eventually these skeletons will overwhelm the crew, but it's going to take a long time.
Okay.
Okay.
Or do you have something that like increases, like if you receive healing that you like get
Me or
better
the
at-
imp?
Huh?
Me or the imp?
You did
That
this.
is incredibly annoying, but I love you.
On brand. Very on brand.
It's very on brand. Yes. Me or the me, him, me. Yeah.
Sorry, Lars, you were saying.
I was gonna heal you, but
In that case.
What a tough spot.
Can I heal myself?
you can.
Can I have a quick 4-hour rest before we do anything?
I do have cure wounds. I'm like.
He also has
hurt.
cure wounds.
I have cures. Yeah, it's spell slot.
I'll heal you, Anna. Go ahead and roll 2d8 plus 4. I don't feel like rolling anymore. What are dice?
I don't feel like rolling anymore. What are dice?
I can probably heal.
8.
Plus 4.
You have healing spirit, don't you?
Yeah.
You have the best healing spell in the game.
Yeah, pretty much.
Your doctor requires assistance.
Yeah, I'll do healing spirit for you. You didn't get any?
Oh, we're about to move though.
Huh?
I mean, we should still
Go ahead and
heal.
roll yourself a d8. OD.
Maybe we'll wait with the healing
Roll,
spirit.
roll.
Oh, 'cause
Because I
you
can't
sit
take
still,
10
right?
minutes right
Yeah,
now.
stand
I was
still,
gonna,
you
I was
have to,
gonna
like,
take
move
10
in and out
minutes
of it.
and do a heal that could heal all of us for 2d8, but we don't have time because the
2.
plus 4.
6. So now I'm on
All right.
a big
Well, I
old
always have some-
8. I'm on 8
Are we
now.
gonna have to sneak by these dudes? I wonder if we can.
Wait a minute. This was per.
Sneak by? No, just they'll ignore you.
For long
Okay.
rest.
Yes, I could do.
They'll attack the ship if you jump off
I
on
would
the
say
beach
hang on to it.
and go
'Cause
after them.
the
I've got
thing of-
8.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've got cure wounds. I don't mind
You do it at a 3rd level, so that'd be 3d8.
for cure wounds.
Yeah. Because the spells you cast are always at 3rd level.
Because you can only cast
Until you level
2.
up higher.
Maybe I should cast cure wounds on myself because 8's pretty low, right?
Yeah.
Well, what about Copper's healing?
Oh, you're gonna heal me, Copper?
I thought copper
doesn't mean you
healing
have to
was like
stand
you
in it?
have to stand there basically in this healing fount.
You just
Like,
there's a you just
Like the way that spell works is if you step
go,
it. Yeah, step
nerd,
into
I got
it.
healed. Nerd, I got healed. Nerd, I got and just
You just gotta step out back and step out. Step back.
Okay.
But we can do that out of combat?
You
can do anything, yeah.
You can anything you can do in combat. You can do out of combat.
The fuck?
Matt made the ruling of doing it only up to your level.
Yeah, you're.
Because otherwise, you could just do it for 1 minute. And it's just like
Yeah, I was
you
gonna,
just
like-
fully heal everyone.
You could just
So
Everything around the rose.
yeah.
Yeah, it's out of combat full healing.
Okay,
But that's bullshit.
Yeah.
fair enough.
So I said it's limited by the number. I think there's actually a real ruling from Jeremy Crawford. I don't remember what it is, but I limited it to a number of dice equal to your current level. So for him, that's 6 dice.
So you can do.
I could use a little bit too because I'm at 19.
So there's five heals for
That should be your level 6.
1d6. Oh no, 6 now. That's right. 6 of them. So 1d6. 66.
So
You roll
2,
that or I
2,
roll
2.
that?
It's your spell, so it's up to you, Tom.
Yeah, I'll roll it for you.
Okay.
So and by the way, it doesn't all 6 of those dice don't have to go to OD.
Yeah. I'll give.
I don't know who's.
How much health do you
I'm
have?
at 19.
And how much do you have?
How much health do I
2,
have?
right?
8.
I'll give you.
What's your max hit points though?
38.
What's your max hit points?
45.
Okay,
I'll
so
give you.
And I'm 22 out of 58.
Let me start with you and give you 3.
3. Okay, I'll take that.
I'll start with that.
Cheers,
See what
mate.
happens. 6, 7, 8, 9.
I'll take it. 9, 8. So that's 17 in total now.
And then Lars, you have 19 and
19 out of 45.
I've got 22 out of 58. But I can also cure wounds myself.
I'll give Lars 2 and Anna 1.
if you folks want to see my notes for this, they'll be public after this adventure's over,
6
which is
for
probably
you,
not going to be for
Lars.
another. I'm guessing
How
another
much?
2
6.
weeks, maybe next
6?
week.
And then
Certainly not this week. But if you want to read them right now, they're on
4
Patreon.
for him.
Thanks.
They are available to patrons along with some of my, they're not only my notes, but some of my commentary about
How are you doing, Schmuck?
blah, blah. And all that stuff will
Yeah, I
be,
thought you had full right or something.
all that
I'm
stuff will be
fine,
available.
Yeah.
You're fine?
I thought that guy would be a proper swordsman.
You can
Given
ask,
the look of him.
you can ask questions as well if you're a patron, can't you? And then you can be asked on a really cool show. It's like a really cool host, I think.
On Chain Reaction.
He's so handsome.
I
and
hope
dreamy.
people now that you've been with us now for a couple of hours and people have got to see more of your personality and playstyle. I hope people understand why we invited you to play, because you're a lot of fun to play with. You take your character seriously. You wrote a background.
Oh my God,
you
you're
role
buttering her up
play.
for something.
Look,
Hey, what are you doing?
we like Matt.
Oh, stop it.
Look, he's turning red.
Not all those terrible things they say are true.
Not all.
Only some of them.
That's all coming out. So 17. Yeah, I feel a bit better.
17. All right.
All right. So we're gonna run inside.
All right, let's
this place.
storm this skull.
It is 10:30.
Storm the castle.
There is no way this battle is going to take less than about, I would say, 90 minutes.
Oh, come on.
Slim emerges from the ship, from the pilot's room, and now with the ship being beached and basically on its side, he says, "What did you do to my ship?" And he will be joining us next week, and we're going to try and fit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people around the table.
All right.
And see what happens. So we're not going to kick you out until this adventure's over.
Oh, thank
But
you.
then you got to get the fun.
Oh, fine.
Yeah. So R.I.P. Jerry trying to figure out how to get
You
some
just
people
need to
around
give
this
up
table.
room, I think.
Yeah, we've
We're
done
gonna
it
develop
before
somebody.
we've done it before for
We've done
Codenames.
3 on 1
I think
side.
microphones is going to be the.
Microphone. Well, we can if they wherever they sit, we can just readjust one of the mics to kind of get to you.
You just got a lot of gubbins, haven't you? And it's a bits of
Yeah, that's the problem. is We've done more people around the table for Codenames, and we streamed it, but obviously Dungeons and Dragons takes a lot more real estate.
Yeah.
So 2 or 3 people are going to have to get really chummy.
OD.
I hope you guys had fun
or
watching.
DM?
I had a blast tonight. I am quite enjoying this. I think this is a really cool adventure. I mean, obviously, I would say that I'm the fucking DM.
It's our first proper dungeon, I guess. Well, sort of.
I mean, you guys explored the Somnium Tenebris once, and anyway,
Well,
Now it's our dungeon.
that's true. That's true.
My dad.
And I mentioned this in the Patreon post, but this is I enjoyed. This was not one of the jobs that I thought you guys would have available to you, but because you guys took the Somnium Tenebris, I thought it would be cool that one of the options was something that you could only do if you had the Somnium Tenebris. And so, it's cool. Anyway, thanks to the mods for helping keep our chat sane. I'm incredibly happy with our community. I'm proud to be part of its leadership. I think our Twitch chat is great. I think our Discord is amazing. It's just everything they say about how awful chat is, I do not find to be true of ours. So thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for donating the last couple of hours of your time to watch us pretend to be drow and goblins and so I don't know if I'm forgetting anything, but I think we're gonna stop. I'm gonna press the fuck off button. Until next time,
See y'all.
be seeing you.